on the gridiron or courtside, you know what time it is. It's
Sports Plus Life. Sports Plus Life.
ringside or front court or field pass, we ballin', no. Knuckle up or buckle up, I tell it like it is when I'm on my show. Home run, slam dunk, knockout, or got to go.
Sports Plus Life.
Yeah.
Sports Plus Life.
Ah.
Yo. What's up? What's really good? It's your boy Brandon Brevon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life. You feel me? Y'all know it's going down today, so guess what? Turn it off, turn it all the way off now, bitch! I'm sorry. I'm so forgive me. Please forgive me. Please allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Brandon Brevon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life. That there sports podcast where we talk about all of the necessary topics in sports and all of the necessary topics in life. And if you heard that annoying sound, forgive me. That was my cell phone as I was getting a video sent to me, but I don't give a damn. Happy Labor Day weekend to everybody. Happy Labor Day weekend. I hope everybody's had a wonderful and safe Labor Day weekend. And as I didn't really do much outside. I had to sing at church. And St. Paul's is such a blessed place. I mean, goodness gracious, St. Paul's is worth it. There are so many times where I just don't feel like going to church. Even when I have to serve in the ministry, it's a Sunday, I'm off from work, and I don't feel like getting up early, but I'm going to tell you, God is everything. God is everything, and when God surrounds you with people who are everything as well, such a shout out to my pop, Wayne Ampey. Oh my goodness. And shout out so much to Pastor Lance Watson. Let me tell you something. Pastor Lance Watson is the greatest pastor I've ever seen in my life. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say he's the GOAT of pastors, because there are pastors all around the country, all around the world, who may feel the same way that I do about my pastor. But I will say this. My pastor, in my eyes, is the best that I've ever seen, and it ain't even close. And, I don't have much of a relationship with my pastor because St. Paul's is such a large church. But he has helped me in so many ways that he doesn't even realize, and he's done that for thousands of people. And I'm just saying. But regardless, I hope everybody had a safe Labor Day weekend. But this is a Monday. This is a day that I have been waiting for about 6.5 months. Oh, we getting into predictions for the NFL season. God damn it. Ooh, I was just talking about church. Well, look, I was just talking about church, but I'm going to tell you what. If anybody from my church have ever listened to any of my podcasts in the past, I give thanks, I give praises to the Lord, Almighty Lord. And I mean that, all jokes aside, I mean that sincerely. But, I'm going to use some foul language. So it is what it is. So I'm ready. You ready? We ready? They are ready. Let's get the fuck to it! Please excuse my horrible language, but I'm hyped as I don't know what, because the NFL season is officially here. It is officially here. We got some games going on. We got some predictions that's going to be made.
Excellent.
But y'all thought that's where I was going to start at. No. You know why? Because ain't no games been played yet in the NFL. But it was some games in college football. And you're probably saying, damn, B, when have you ever started off with college football? Well, I'm about to tell you when the fuck I'm starting off with college football. And it is today. Because what has been one of the main stories in college football, particularly Division I college football? Deion Primetime Sanders becoming a D1 coach after being at legendary HBCU college campus, Jackson State, has moved to the Colorado Buffaloes, who last season was 1-11. And let me tell you what prime time has done. Everybody hated on this man for pretty much gutting the roster and bringing in his own people. A lot of those from Jackson State, such as his son, Shedeur Sanders, the quarterback, Travis Hunter, who was the #1 overall recruit in the country last year for players going into college. And when he signed with Jackson State, everybody was like, what the hell you doing now, boy? Why you going to a HBCU now, boy? When you could go to any college in the country you want because you're that damn good. And Travis Hunter said, listen, I'm going to play where Deion coaches at. I don't give a fuck if it's Division I, Division II, HBCU, DWI, TBS, TNT. I don't give a fuck, nigga. That's where I'm playing.
Bye, bitch.
And I tell you, my boy Travis Hunter is something special. He's something special. And when Deion went to Colorado, he transferred right along with Deion with a lot of play. Deion changed that roster from the quarterback to the kicker. Even the goddamn kicker for Colorado is he was the kicker for Jackson State last year. And what did primetime Deion and his boys do?
And we're gonna kick your fucking ass.
And I need to stop saying primetime Deion, because while Deion Sanders is the coach, the players gotta play. You could be the greatest coach ever, but if you don't have players to execute your scheme and your plan, you're nothing. And those boys, those players, those young men that Deion Sanders has playing for him are the absolute truth. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, Colorado going to win the national championship. No, I don't think that. But I mean, hell, Colorado has already equaled their win total from last year. They were 1-11 last year, and they already won one game. And the team that they happened to beat was the team who last year played in the national championship game, the national runner-up, the TCU Horned Frogs, in a shootout. Make no mistake about it. One of damn defense played in this game. Now, mind you, there were turnovers that happened by each team. But when it comes to as a whole, one of damn defense played in this game. The final score was 45-42, but the 45 points was scored by the Colorado Buffaloes, led by Deion Sanders, their head coach. And Deion said, we coming. Deion said, we told you we coming. You don't believe? We coming. We keep receipts, baby. That's what primetime said. And I'm going to tell you something. Even at 55 years old, primetime Deion Sanders is must-see TV. Even if he's standing on the motherfucking sidelines. Deion is must-see TV. Deion's team is must-see TV because let me tell you something. Shedeur Sanders is a baller, shot, MFing caller. That's who Shedeur Sanders is. That is the son of Deion Sanders, the quarterback of the Colorado Buffaloes, the quarterback who threw for over 500 yards and 4 touchdowns against the last year's national runner-up. This boy is sensational. Shedeur Sanders said, yo, let me tell you something, bro. I ain't just my son's kid. I'm a motherfucking man. I'm a player. I'm a baller, shot caller. I am a quarterback, and you NFL MFers is going to have to look at me because I can do the damn thing. 38 for 47, 510 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, QBR of 90.6. Are you joking? What? Running back, Dylan Edwards. Boy look like the next coming of Darren Sproles. And that might not mean much to those pros out there, but you tell me how much Darren Sproles was to a team, whether he was with the Chargers or whether he was with the Philadelphia Eagles. 6 carries for 24 yards, meh. 5 catches for $135, 3 touchdowns, 27 yards per catch. Xavier Weaver, 6 catches, $118. Jimmy Horn Jr., 11 catches, $117 and a tub. Travis Hunter, the second coming of Deion Sanders. Lethal on offense, lethal on defense. He's a shutdown corner. This boy is Deion Sanders and Champ Bailey combined when it comes to being a DB. But he's also prime time when it comes to the ability to play offense and defense. My man played 110 snaps on Saturday. He got an interception and he got 11 catches for $119 receiving. What did Primetime say in the interview? He said with Jenny Taft. He said, we're going to have a hot tub in the plane for him. Make sure he good because he was great. Travis Hunter validated and showed every reason why he was the #1 high school recruit in the nation coming out of high school. And everybody wanted to look at him sideways because he decided to go play for Deion Sanders at an HBCU. When, yeah, you got Nick Saban coming to your crib. Yeah, you got the coach for LSU coming to your crib. Yeah, you got Florida State. You from Florida. You got Florida State coach coming to your crib. And he said, nah. I could go anywhere I want to, but guess what? I'm going to play for that guy that is him. That guy who is primetime. That guy who is Deion Sanders. That guy who is an NFL Hall of Famer. That guy who is arguably the best at his position ever in the NFL. And that's the same position that I play. So that's why I'm going to go play for that man. And wherever he decides to go coach, I'm going to follow him. And I'm going to tell you something right now. If the draft was today, Travis, Lord, I'm getting so excited. I'm hyped right now. If the draft was today, biatch, Travis Hunter would be a top 3 pick in the NFL draft. And you know who would be top 5? His son, Shedeur Sanders, the quarterback. Matter of fact, if the Heisman voting was today, everybody talking about Caleb Williams, and rightfully so. He a bad MF. The reigning Heisman Trophy winner quarterback for USC. He's a bad mother. Shut your mother effing mouth. But right now, as of right now, and I understand it's 1 week. I get it. As of right now, I would have to give the Heisman favorites to Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders. I don't know if you guys saw the game or not. And this is, and all the histrionics, whatever. I don't know if you saw the game or not. Again, there was no defense played whatsoever outside of spot. Like, you know how, I don't know those who have ever been in a job where you've had to spot mop. That's what the defense is doing. We'll spot mop a place right here. We'll get a pick here. We'll get a pick there. Again, the final score is 45-42. So how much defense? The score at halftime was 17-14 Colorado. So that means Colorado scored 4 more touchdowns, and so did goddamn TCU. Both teams scored 4 more touchdowns. It was 8 touchdowns scored in the second half. What defense was being played outside of an outstanding, spectacular pick by Travis Hunter near the end zone? So that's all I'm saying. What defense was really played? Now let's talk about future NFL prospects. Again, I will give Dylan Edwards, the running back from Colorado. He, to me, is a scat back, a Darren Sproles carbon copy, or Boston Scott, because he's not as big as Darren Sproles, and maybe that would come with time. When you're on the collegiate level, your body still needs time to materialize. So you see him, Shedeur Sanders, Deion's son. When I look at him and see him as a quarterback, and I was watching his style of play, even though, and I did watch him at Jackson State, his style of play, his body type is a build like a Deshaun Watson, Aaron Brooks. For those who don't know who Aaron Brooks was the former quarterback of the University of Virginia. He burst on the scene in 2000 with the New Orleans Saints after an injury to Jeff Blake, led the New Orleans Saints to their first ever playoff victory in the year 2000 over the defending champions, the St. Louis Rams, a.k.a. greatest show on turf. And that's who Shedeur Sanders' body type reminds me of, and even his throwing motion at some point. When nowadays, when you look at whether you want to admit it or not, mobile quarterbacks are taking over the NFL. I'm not even going to say black quarterbacks. Mobile quarterbacks are taking over the NFL. You look at a Josh Allen in the NFL. You look at even though Burrow is known more for pocket passing, Burrow is very mobile. Burrow is very mobile at the quarterback position. So is Trevor Lawrence. So is Justin Herbert. And I'm just naming the white quarterbacks because, like I said, it's not just black quarterbacks who are mobile. Now, did black quarterbacks start the trend? Yeah, duh. I mean, I can go back in time. Randall Cunningham, Steve McNair, Donovan McNabb, Michael Vick, and it goes all the way to, Lamar Jackson, obviously, and it's Patrick Mahomes, who everybody thinks is the best in the world. He's mobile. He's a pass first, not a run first quarterback. Jalen Hurts, mobile quarterbacks have taken over the NFL, and Shedeur Sanders is not. If you watch him play, he's not he doesn't have quick feet, not at all. So if anybody from the NFL level looks at him and thinks, hey, maybe he can change his position, first of all, fuck y'all, eat a dick. He's a quarterback. If you saw the way he was throwing the football, this boy's throws was on the money. His throws were on the money. And I mean, this dude he is a true thrower of the football. Shedeur Sanders can play. But again, he reminds me of Deshaun Watson. When it comes to his football game, what the hell is wrong with being compared to Deshaun Watson? Even Aaron Brooks, while again, Aaron Brooks did not have the career that necessarily the start of his career, because the start of Aaron Brooks' career would have projected him to be a Hall of Famer. Didn't turn out that way. But when I tell you, bro could play, and like I said, I'm talking about body type. Body type, their build, the way they deliver the football. And I was so impressed with the way that Shedeur Sanders delivered the football, how accurate he was, his arm strength. Boy got a future. Now, like I said, Travis Hunter, if he was to declare for the draft today, he would be a top 3 pick. Because this dude could easily be a shutdown cornerback and a 1,000-yard receiver. Just that kid can just play fucking football. And their running back, he is something special. He is something special as well. Again, 4 touchdowns. Now with his build, is he the type that you're going to give the ball up the middle in a 4th and 1 close situation? No, he's not. But he is that type of quarterback where if it's 4th and 2 and you throw a simple pass out to the flat, he can take it to the house, which is what he did on 4th and 2, which turned out to be the game-winning motherfucking touchdown for the Colorado motherfucking Buffaloes. You dig? Okay, you dig. Dylan Edwards. Remember that name. Okay? Jimmy Horn Jr. Remember that name. And the thing that I like about Colorado's receivers is that none of them, I mean, and I have nothing wrong with the big, athletic, I can't say basketball player because those are the tight ends. Receivers, if you see a receiver who's about 6'3", 6'4", they want to say basketball player, yeah, that's a shooting guard in basketball. Maybe a point guard. But in the NFL, that's a big-ass wide receiver. The true basketball playing height receivers in the NFL are tight ends. Okay, but the Colorado Buffaloes have they're smaller receivers. They're about 5'10", 5'11" receivers. They have your type of 1980s, 1990s type of receivers. Your Gary Clarks, your Ricky Sanders, your Vance Johnsons, your Mark Ingram Seniors, those guys who aren't necessarily big in height, but are absolutely strong in stat and strong as far as physicality when you get on the football field. It was just a breath of fresh air, man. It really was, because so many people are waiting for Deion to fail because of the way he reconstructed this Colorado Buffaloes team and the fact that he gutted out the roster. I mean, how can you get mad at a coach who guts out a roster who only won 1 game last year, who was 1-11? This isn't how college football is done. Let me give you a reality check on how the fuck college football is done now. College football, for all intents and purposes, now has free agency, aka NIL, aka transfer portal, which now, when you used to transfer in college football, you used to have to wait for a year for to be eligible. That is no longer the case. College football free agency, they say it's been the Wild Wild West. It's not the Wild Wild West. It's just free agency. That's what it is. Instead of saying, hey, this player has signed a contract with said team, it's just more this player has transferred to this school. Colorado, pretty much their whole team is nothing but transfers. Am I mad at that? No. Because you got to do you're doing what you got to do. This is the time. And people want to criticize Deion because people are looking for him to fail. And I give this other example. Deion Sanders has been a college football coach for a few years now, and he has excelled with flying colors. I mean, if he was a garbage-ass coach in Division II at a HBCU, he would have never gotten the opportunity to coach at a Division I school. I don't give a fuck how horrible that team was. And Colorado has a hit. There's a history with the Colorado Buffaloes when it comes to college football. Cordell Stewart, Michael Westbrook. This is a team that when I was a kid, when I was around 9, 10 years old, they were a premier powerhouse in college football. So, I look at, let me give an example. I look at a guy, and this is no shade towards this individual. I look at a guy like Jeff Saturday, who last year in the third part of the season was given the head coaching job to the Indianapolis Colts, with no head coaching experience whatsoever. There was nothing qualified about this man as far as being a head coach. He was a hell of an analyst for ESPN, but he was not qualified to be a head coach of an NFL team. Yet, he got to skip everybody. High school, college, whatever, assistant coaches, coordinators in NFL, he got a chance to skip everybody and be the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts. I said this last year when it happened. It's about the complexion for the connection. Because you mean to tell me that Jeff Saturday, again, no shade thrown at him, he got an opportunity and he took it. I ain't mad at that. All I'm saying is there was a complexion for the connection. You think Deion Sanders ain't tight with Jerry Jones? Jerry Jones ain't never asked Deion Sanders to be the coach of the Dallas Cowboys. You think Deion Sanders ain't tight with Arthur Blank, the owner of the Atlanta Falcons, Deion Sanders' first original football team? You ain't never heard Arthur Blank offer Deion Sanders the head coaching job of the Atlanta Falcons, and Deion wanted to coach the Atlanta Falcons. But you ain't never seen him given the opportunity. But a guy like Jeff Saturday, who's an analyst on ESPN, can get the head coaching job of the Indianapolis Colts, no questions asked. I'm not trying to make this a race thing, but how fucking blatant is it? That is a clear situation about the complexion for the connection. Okay? And then you look at a guy like Deion Sanders, who has to start his coaching career at a HBCU, which when it comes to funding is the bottom of the barrel. Jackson State won't get no damn money from nobody until primetime Deion Sanders came. And it just amazes me how many people were angry when he decided to leave Jackson State. What people need to remember is that Deion Sanders' first aspirations as being a coach was for an NFL team. He was pretty much forced to go into collegiate football coaching. Forced to go to Division II collegiate football coaching. Thus, the HBCU. He shows his ass as a coach as an HBCU. Jackson State dominates the SWAC division to the point where Deion gets an offer from a Division I school, albeit with a history like Colorado, and they have a great history, but they've been horrible for the last decade. And they're a team that wants some attention. They're a university that wants some attention. Thus, you hire Deion Sanders, you say, hey, I'm getting the show. But what the fuck you're also getting is the team. Biatch. The team that he puts together. The team where Deion Sanders says in a post-press conference, do you believe? Yeah, ho. Do you believe? Yeah, ho. I believe. I do. I said on Facebook, Colorado finna be my new favorite college football team. I believe some, bitch. I believe. Prime time is must-see TV. The Colorado Buffaloes, especially now since they won that game against the national runner-up from last year in their house. This game wasn't in Colorado. This game was in TCU. Colorado is the best football team in Colorado, and that goes for my Denver Broncos. Oh boy. This finna be a hot show today. But I had to start off giving shout-outs to primetime Deion Sanders. Now, let's go to the NF of the L. It is about to be week 1, baby. Week 1 Yes, sir. And you know what time it is. I said Prediction League is back in full effect, and I got my dog first up. He's going to be the first one to make his picks. Tony, what it do?
What's up?
Ain't nothing much, broski. How's the weekend been?
Uneventful. Watched a couple movies. Other than that, uneventful. I did watch Equalizer.
How is that? I want to see that. How is it?
Yeah.
Really?
It's kind of meh.
Really?
Yeah, because there's no real, kind of meh.
Well,
The storyline is not the best storyline. Denzel does what Denzel does, what he did in the others, kill motherfuckers, but you never get the sense of why he's even there in the first place. But you'll have to watch it and make your own. They tied it to the first one on a small level, but it was kind of meh. Think of it. I got a better movie to compare it to. Rambo: Last Blood.
See, I'm biased when it comes to that because I love Rambo, but I get it. I get what you're saying.
We all love Rambo.
I get it.
But
yeah.
You know how that movie kind of went, and the other thing is the movie just give people a heads up. You're gonna be reading a lot of subtitles because the movie is heavily Italian. It's probably about 30% English. The rest is Italian.
Oh man, okay, damn, man, make me have to do work, make me have to read. That's all right. I love Robert McCall, and I'll definitely find out for myself.
C's and 2 L's. Make sure you say 2 C's and 2 L's.
2 C's and 2 L's, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Well, sir, we are at week 1. And now I'm going to ask you your predictions on what you think, because I did ask these questions last week, but I want to know, who do you think is going to win each division? Who are your dark horse teams? So before we get into predictions, who do you think is going to be the division champions of their divisions come season's end?
Dallas. Bears. Believe it or not, Seattle.
Okay.
And we'll say Saints.
Okay.
So that's the NFC.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me that your beloved Detroit Lions, who are now being picked by a lot of people to win the NFC North, you're going against them?
To win the division, yeah. Making the playoffs. They'll make the playoffs, but win the division, I'm going to go against them because they always have slow starts.
Okay, fair enough. That's true. That is true. Okay, now AFC.
I'm going to tentatively say Jets.
Okay.
I'm going to say Jaguars.
Okay.
I'm going to say Baltimore.
All right.
And Chargers.
And the Chargers. Okay, so let me get this straight to make sure I have you correctly quoted. For the AFC, you said Jets, Jacksonville, Baltimore, and the Chargers. For the NFC, you said Dallas, the Bears, the Saints, and the Seahawks. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, who is your dark horse team for the AFC?
Miami.
You really think they're still a dark horse?
Yeah, I do. They haven't. Again, I told you before. On paper, they have the components, but
I have them winning the division. I had them as a dark horse last year. Okay.
I'm gonna still call them that. If I had to pick somebody outside of that, it might be Cleveland.
Now that's who I said. That's that me and Sean both said Cleveland as a dark horse. But okay. But you said Miami first, so I'll stick with that.
Are we talking? Okay, you're talking dark horse to win the division or dark horse to go to the Super Bowl?
No, dark horse really just to make the playoffs.
Oh, well, they'll make the playoffs. Well, that's a lower bar. So yeah.
Well, what I say is that because there's always periodically we'll have a team that you didn't see coming, that you didn't expect, to make the playoffs or even be a Super Bowl threat. I
tell you what, if we're going dark horse just to make the playoffs, then yeah, it's either Cleveland or the Raiders.
Okay. Now how about the NFC?
Lions.
Okay.
Lions.
Well, they haven't. Well, I mean, they've been talked about a lot, but they haven't accomplished anything as far as making the playoffs. So, okay. Now, my dark horse picks were Cleveland in the AFC and Chicago in the NFC. Now, you picked them to win the division. I picked them to be a dark horse because I think I think probably for the same reason why you picked them to win that division. They have more talent and they've done a nice little overhaul to their offense. I think that they're better than what people are giving them credit for.
I think the component of the Bears team that nobody is considering is their O-line. They picked up pieces for that O-line, and that makes all the difference in the world. I think they picked up, 3 offensive line?
Yep. And I think if DJ Moore can be to Justin Fields what A.J. Brown was to Jalen Hurts, I think that could do a lot of damage because now Claypool can slide back to his natural number 2 position. You can make a case that Claypool's a number 1. I don't think he is. I think he's a more effective number 2. To me, he's like Juju Smith-Schuster. If you get the correct number 1 who will command double teams, then Claypool can shine. And then you have Mooney, who's a good slot receiver, and Kmet, who's a good tight end. I don't know what their defense, they kind of got rid of a lot of their best defensive players last year, like Roquan Smith. But I think the Bears are going to be dangerous. I do. I think they're going to be dangerous. Now, who do you think will win the MVP this season?
That's a tough one. I never really think about that. Yeah, that's a tough one. It's probably going to be amongst the usual cast of characters.
Well, I can tell you this is definitely going to be a quarterback because the NFL doesn't believe in giving the MVP award to anybody other than a quarterback now. So it's been for the last 10 years.
Right. And then by default, you may not necessarily go Mahomes again. I think it would depend on what kind of... I don't know. Honestly, that one, I don't know. It's just you pick them. Just for real, at this point, I think you just throw the top 10 quarterbacks' names in a hat and shake them, and whoever team got the best record, that's going to be the MVP.
I think it's going to be between Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts. That's just my opinion. And it's funny because this is why the NFL came up with that award, the Offensive Player of the Year award. They didn't used to have that award. The reason why they came up with that award was because you see, people were starting to notice the trend. Why don't you give the MVP award to anybody other than a quarterback? The last non-quarterback to win an MVP is Adrian Peterson in 2012. Ever since then, it's been all quarterbacks. So, we want to recognize other people at other positions. That's where that award came from. But yeah, I would say between Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts. I don't know. I would not be surprised if there was a bit of a drop-off from Patrick Mahomes. And I know he's great, but he doesn't have the same weapons. Even though I know, they just won the Super Bowl without Tyreek Hill. You had Juju, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, who's still there, but now Juju's gone. It's like the only recognizable name that they have outside of Kelsey on offense is MVS. And
but they always got a plan. So.
They always have a plan, but also I'm going to keep in mind that Bieniemy isn't his offensive coordinator anymore. I didn't think that Patrick Mahomes wasn't going to be great. I picked the Chiefs to win that division. Even though I like your pick of the Chargers because I realistically could see that happen. I didn't go with emotion and say the Broncos because I'm being realistic about my team. The AFC is loaded. We're a good football team, even though we've had some injuries, particularly to the wide receiver position during this preseason. But I'm realistic. I look at our schedule, and I see win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. I see us being around a 9-8 football team, which is still an improvement from what we were last year. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we win 11 games and can sneak into the playoffs. And I think 11 games would be the minimum that you need to win to get in the playoffs in the AFC, outside of the NFC South. I mean, the AFC South division.
I just thought about something about your boy Judy. Wasn't Rager in that draft as well?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Rager just got cut.
Yeah. That was a weird draft for wide receivers. On paper, it was like one of the best drafts, on paper, with all the dudes coming out. But, didn't quite work out like everybody thought.
No, it didn't.
Some of these guys.
No, it didn't. The best player and the best wide receiver of that draft, clearly, it was Jefferson.
Yeah.
Clearly, that's not even a debate. That's not even close. I go back and I look at that 2019 game between Alabama and LSU to think about that won't nothing but a damn pro game. When I look at all the players that was in that game, for Alabama you had Tua, Najee Harris, Jerry Jeudy, Henry Ruggs. Who the hell is the other receiver from Alabama? Jerry Jeudy, Henry Ruggs. I'm missing one. I'm so missing one. But on LSU's end, you had Burrow, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Terrence Marshall. Like, golly, man, like murderer's row. And then on defense, Alabama had Trayvon Diggs and Patrick Surtain.
Yeah.
And but LSU won that game. It was a shootout, and it was in Bama, but LSU won that game. So, sir, it's time. I know I'm sounding dramatic, but it's time. Week 1 predictions. Who you got? Let me name them off. Let's see. All right. Let me get it together. Ha, ha, ha. We're going to start off with the Thursday night game. Kansas City hosting the Detroit Lions. Who you got?
Because Kansas City sometimes starts, that's why they picked them to win the division, because sometimes they start off slow too. They had 2 slow starters. But being as though it's in KC, I'm going to go Kansas City.
Okay. Now, let's get to the gauntlet that is Sunday's games. I mean, the first week, the most wonderful time of the year, first day of full games. Carolina Panthers at the Atlanta Falcons. Bryce Young, number 1 overall pick, will be starting for Carolina. Desmond Ridder, last year was a rookie. He'll be starting for the Falcons. Bijan Robinson, the most hyped up running back from this past draft. Who you got?
Falcons. At home.
ATL, shout it.
Yeah, I think they're going to feature the running game, and Ritter will be a bus driver for that. See what they got. I think that they'll be able to move the ball on them, run the ball on them.
Okay. Battle of Ohio out the gate. The Cincinnati Bengals at the Cleveland Browns. Who you got? They're going to start talking about Deshaun Watson money if he don't start playing some ball. Burrow, he had the injury second day of training camp. If I was him, I wouldn't play this game. But who you got?
I think because of that, I'm going to take Cleveland.
Okay. AFC South divisional matchup, Jacksonville versus the Indianapolis Colts. Richardson. He said that quickly. Anthony Richardson, I'm interested to see what he was going to do, but yeah, I have to agree with you. Jaguars. Tampa Bay Bucks at the Minnesota Vikings. Baker Mayfield, his 4th team in 2 years.
Vikings.
The Vikings, okay. Interesting game in the NO, the Tennessee Titans at the Saints. Derek Carr, Saints debut.
Thanks.
All right. Heavyweight slugfest, at least when it comes to names and reputations. San Francisco 49ers at the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'm gonna go with Tomlin on this one. I'm gonna go with the Steelers on this one.
Going with Mike Tomlin, who somehow, some way, never has a losing season. Never. Okay, Arizona. The Cardinals are to me are in tank mode when you just cut the best quarterback on your roster. Going to Washington to face Sam Howell and the Commanders.
Yeah, I think I would take Bobby Boucher over the Cardinals right about now.
Not the water boy.
Yeah. So you already know.
Stop making fun of me. Oh, this should be an easy pick. Houston at Baltimore. I need to say nothing.
Yeah. I'll take again Bobby Boucher. I'll take Baltimore.
I do want to see. Houston to me is in an interesting spot because, you're starting C.J. Stroud, but you still have my man who was a quarterback last year who was competent. But I guess was not competent enough. You drafted another quarterback, and DeMeco Ryans his first game as a coach, his first official regular season game as a head coach. But okay, Baltimore. Oldest rivalry in football: Green Bay Packers at the Chicago Bears.
Bears.
How do you think Jordan Love has looked this preseason?
Up and down. To the extent I follow him, it's up and down. You could see, why that dude has been on the roster forever, I guess, and waiting in the wings. But what his ceiling is, I have no clue. I have no clue looking at him. He looks like he could be a bust, but then, on the flip side, I don't see what they see, I guess.
Okay. Raiders at Broncos.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. But I'm gonna go with Jimmy G.
Jimmy G. Picking Jimmy G to be successful in his Raiders debut. Philadelphia Eagles at the New England Patriots.
Well, since New England fired every quarterback they got, I guess they got Eagles anyway. Like, they play. I guess they plan on playing Bobby Boucher at quarterback. So
he said Bobby Boucher is gonna make one of these rosters. That's what I'm getting from this conversation.
Yeah.
So you're picking the Eagles?
Yeah, I'd love to know what Belichick is thinking, but okay.
He's thinking I'm the GOAT. Whatever I do will work. That's what he's saying.
Maybe he's saving that roster spot for Tom Brady or something.
Oh, please, let's not start that. Oh my God, let Tom Brady be retired. Please, let's be done with him.
That's what the fans are saying. Why would they get rid of all their quarterbacks if they weren't going to bring Tom back?
Oh my God. And those are Patriot. If that's what Patriot fans are saying, they are reaching. They are reaching big time. Miami Dolphins at the Los Angeles Chargers. I smell shootout.
I smell Chargers win.
Oh, he said, "Go Chargers, go." Los Angeles Raiders at the Seattle Seahawks.
Wait a minute.
I mean Los Angeles Rams. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I said Los Angeles Raiders. My bad. I went back about 30 years.
I'll say double feature with Jimmy G. Okay.
I'm sorry. Rams at Seahawks.
Seahawks.
All right. Sunday Night Football features Yo Boys, the Cowboys at the New York Football Giants.
Yeah, we're going to smack the Giants.
And Monday Night Football, Buffalo at the New York Football Jets.
Buffalo.
Going with the Bills to spoil Aaron Rodgers' debut, huh?
Yeah, because I haven't heard great things about things thus far since Aaron Rodgers been there. Buffalo has already a constituted team, so they should dog walk them.
Really? You think they're gonna curb stomp him?
Yeah, they should.
Okay. And then y'all got the Jets next week, don't y'all?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, I mean, hey, the Jets can get that loss out the way before they come to Dallas and beat y'all. So, you know.
Is that about the same time Broncos will be 0-2, I think?
You might be up. I think you have to be absolutely right. We will be 0-2. Yep. Yeah, what you thought you was going to get some pushback from me? I said that I am going to be realistic about my team. So, you won't get that out of me, sir. So, you mentioned something before we got on wax. You mentioned about Team USA in the World Cups losing to Lithuania. Now, go ahead and explain your case, sir.
I mean, there's no case to explain. Dudes suck. Like, they suck. You're professional basketball players in what's supposed to be the greatest country in the world for producing basketball players, and yet you come out, you lay an egg against Jonas Vasalunas and the Comrades. I mean, I understand international ball has taken a large upswing from what we typically are used to, at that level, Olympic level. But come on, man. I mean, why are you even on the team? Why are you even on the team? You don't, the way them dudes play, they don't even look like they, need to have the contract they got in the NBA. They look like G League dudes. They look like G League dudes, and the Comrades look like an organized team that came out ready to play fundamental basketball. That's it. You were talking about the size thing, but them dudes were actually skilled and, were playing as a team. The USA, I'm not sure what they were doing. And it's embarrassing. I know it doesn't hold the luster that I guess it once did, but there's no way them early. I mean, there's no way even going back with Patrick Ewing that them dudes would have come out and played like that. They taking that kind of L. They just wouldn't have.
Now, you going back a little before my time. You talking about the 84 team with Ewing and Jordan on it?
Yeah. I think the sense of apathy these dudes have, and they could be that. I mean, man, if you feel that apathetic about playing, in that tournament, why play?
Well, the question that you said is exactly why. Is exactly why I don't pay attention to the World Cup. I don't pay attention to FIBA basketball for the USA because, for one, yes, I mentioned the size because it's a small team. The tallest dude I think is Jaren Jackson Jr. and he's about 6'9". The world caught up to us 20 years ago, bro. I mean, they caught up to us 20 years ago, and then the most important thing is that the best basketball players in the United States aren't playing on this team, not the very best. And I said this comment to you, and you disagreed with me. I don't think half the people on this roster would even be on a roster if you had Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, LeBron James. If you had
I hear what you're saying, but the outside of Vasalunas, and he's not, a top player in the NBA. How many of them dudes, the Comrades, they would be the 12th man, or if they got drafted at all?
I understand. I do understand that, but it's something to be said. Those guys on the Lithuania team have been playing together for a long time, whether they're in the NBA or not. And Valanciunas he's not just an exceptional big man. He was an all-star. And that's another thing. The best bigs in the NBA aren't from America. The best bigs from the U.S. the best bigs in the NBA is Embiid, not from America. Giannis, not from America. Joker, not from America. Valanciunas, not from America. That Lithuanian team, while I understand they're beating NBA players, they're beating NBA players who are not familiar with playing with each other on a team. The Lithuania team and any other team, Argentina, Greece, those guys have been playing together for years. And the size thing, to me, was the difference because they just played big boy ball. They were up by 19 points after the first quarter. The only guy, I'm not going to say he really showed up to play, but Anthony Edwards is the best player on that team. He had 35 points, but U.S. could never, the Lithuania blitzed the USA at the start of the game, and the USA just couldn't, the United States of America just could not recover from it. And again, I've looked at the roster. Half of these dudes would not be, if you put Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, name me some more elite players. Devin Booker, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard when he decides to play basketball. If you put those guys on an Olympic team, Austin Reeves is not on the team. Bobby Portis is not on the team. Banchero is not on the team. Josh Hart doesn't even start for the Knicks, but he's starting for Team USA.
You'd have to modify your roster still because the size thing, you didn't even address that. You picked the best players, but you didn't address the size thing at all.
Yeah, but when you had, but LeBron, 6'9", KD, I understand he's the Slim Reaper, 6'11", but the skill level, those players that I just named, the skill level is so much different as compared to who they have on the roster now. You put those, just the guys that I named, Steph, LeBron, KD, Devin Booker, PG, you put those guys on the team, they're not losing to fucking Lithuania. They're not losing that game. I think it would be a good game. It would be a good game because, again, familiarity, cohesiveness, chemistry is very important. But with those guys that I just named, again, Bobby Portis ain't on that team. Banchero, Austin Reeves, Josh Hart, they're not on the team. Brunson is not your starting point guard. He's a backup. Anthony Edwards, he's a backup, as good as he is, and I love Anthony Edwards. Cam Johnson is not on this team. I don't even know who the hell W. Kessler is. Whoever, I guess, I don't even know who the hell that is. He damn sure ain't on the team.
Waterboy.
There you go. Bobby Boucher again. There you go. Bobby Boucher all over again. Oh, my goodness. So, what's your plans for the rest of the day, my man?
I don't know. I got to get caught up on The Shy. 3 episodes back now. And, I don't know. I watched another movie. Need to find The Wire for a friend of mine.
Okay.
Because he hit me up with a whole list of Idris Elba stuff that he wants. So,
The Nun 2 comes out Friday. The Nun 2, and then on the 22nd, Expendables 4 comes out.
I don't know that I have a desire to really see it. I'll probably watch Expendables just for the sake of continuity to see what tomfoolery they come up with now. Yeah. But I do think it's interesting that whatchamacallit decided he wasn't going to be in it. Schwarzenegger.
Oh, well, I mean, if there's a few of them from the original 3 movies that's not in it. My boy Terry Crews isn't in this one. Wesley Snipes is not in this one. So, I mean, but you replace him with 50 Cent and Megan Fox, I'm interested to see it. You still got Stallone, you still got Statham, you still got Dolph Lundgren, so I'm an Expendables fan. Those are my movies. I'm just mad it took 10 years to come out with a 4th one. But, when they first came out, they were knocking them out every other year. 2010, 2012, and 2014.
The one we never got, right? We never will get it, but years ago, it was supposed to be Steven Seagal.
I know.
With him.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And it was supposed to be, the one where Seagal was supposed to be with him, I think The Rock was supposed to be the main antagonist. They can't afford The Rock now. Oh, no. You got Statham. You got Statham. You can't afford The Rock. You can't afford that. This ain't Fast and the Furious. You can't afford both of them.
Yeah, no.
But anyway, Prediction League is back. Y'all about to get y'all boots smoked again, sir. And let me repeat Tony's picks just to make sure I have everything correct. He is calling the Chiefs to beat the Lions, the Falcons to beat the Panthers, Cleveland over Cincinnati, Jacksonville over Indiana, Minnesota over Tampa Bay, New Orleans over the Titans, Steelers over the 49ers, Commanders over the Cardinals, the Bears over the Packers, the Raiders over the Broncos, the Eagles over the Patriots, the Chargers over the Dolphins, the Seahawks over the Rams, the Cowboys over the Giants, and the Bills over the Jets. Does that sound about right, sir?
That sounds about right.
All right, well, greatest time, the most wonderful time of the year is back, my man. I will hit you up soon.
Okay.
All righty.
All right. Please.
Later. All right, my man Tony. Oh, it's that time. It is that time. Prediction League is now about to be in full effect. And the full effect just got even fuller because now I got brother Sean, Big C on the line. What it do?
What's been good?
The most wonderful time of the year, fellas. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Hey, by chance, did any of y'all see First Take today?
Nope.
No, I forgot it was coming on. No, I didn't. And I told myself I was watching.
Yeah, Shannon was on there.
I ain't really watching it.
It was only an hour because, I guess for Labor Day, but it was great. It was great. They went back and forth at each other. The only thing where Shannon messed up, Shannon called Stephen A. Skip at least twice.
Well,
that's the first thing that come out of his mouth.
I expect that he called everybody Skip.
No, but it was funny because as soon as the first question was asked, he said, "Well, Skip." Then he said, "I'm sorry." I was like, "Oh shit."
Hey, when you've been doing it for so long, it's like washing your brain, man.
Yeah.
Exactly. But how you fellas doing? Big C is a soldier. He at work getting that holiday pay.
Getting that bread, my nigga.
Hey, look, we were talking about that shit, how this nigga break out the song no matter what the fuck like, damn, man.
No matter what it is.
Yeah, what dude think there? People be like, damn, man, my uncle died. And he's like, oh, damn, I'm sorry. And then he's like, so what's in the wheel? What's in
That nigga dead, body.
But fellas, it's the most wonderful time of the year. This is the week where the NFL makes its triumphant return. Are you hype as I am?
I'm so excited.
Now,
I just can't hide.
I know. I want to. Now, before we get into these, before y'all start week one and getting smoked by me, Calvin said with grief in his voice, I don't think we're gonna be able to keep Mike Evans.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is. No, I mean,
where he going?
Anywhere.
Somebody will take him.
He want a contract. He want a contract extension. I take that back. He's earned a contract.
That's what I say. Yeah.
He's been a soldier down there for a minute.
He's the greatest receiver in the history of their franchise.
Yeah. Without him, hey, don't forget Joe Vicious now.
I was gonna say what? You could have said Keyshawn Johnson before you said Joe Vicious.
We finna get him off y'all for a second round pick later on this season.
But without Mike Evans, there is no Tom Brady to defend. So I wish we could keep him. You know what I'm saying? But it's a business. They're gonna just keep doing what they keep doing. They're gonna let him go and then rebuild for like another 18 years. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? I guess in 2031 we get Patrick Mahomes. That's the only way.
Patrick Mahomes ain't going nowhere.
Cause that's the only way. That's the only way we can get a Super Bowl. You can't draft. We sure shit ain't gonna draft one. But
Y'all got y'all had Tom Brady, man. That's all y'all get.
Man, who needs Mike Evans, bro? Y'all got Baker Mayfield.
Baker.
Yeah, that's what we gonna be called to the Tampa Mayfield all year long.
RIP till y'all see it. You already know who's giving the hell up. The Cardinals giving the hell up.
Bro, they are giving all the way up, bro. You cut the best quarterback you had. They going for Caleb Williams, and then they gonna say fuck Kyler Murray.
So they can get rid of Kyler Murray.
Yep.
You can see the writing on the wall, nigga. Kyler gonna be gone next year.
Maybe y'all will get Kyler Murray.
I thought they were going overall with high for Kyler Murray when he came out anyway. I mean, I thought he was too high. I think he was too high. He should have been. I don't care. He was second rounder in best.
He definitely a second round pick, bro. The way he act like a diva too, boy. And for some of that's just so crazy for you not to even did anything in the NFL for real, bro. You would think that he think he on top of the world or some shit like that, but his ass will be on somebody else's team next year.
Hey, look, y'all play video games. He a gamer. Y'all might could find him in y'all little Madden pool.
Man, nobody playing this. We'll probably already whooped his ass, little sorry bastard. Probably already whooped his ass. We done played against a couple of celebrities a couple of times on some games. I ain't never really played nobody in Madden, but yeah.
My brother was in Darwin James League for a while last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he was ass.
Yeah, they be ass as hell. Because they play football don't mean they can play football on goddamn video game when they trash that.
You know how many times I hear that shit on there, man? I play so much football, you think, nigga, you bought your game like I bought mine.
And you goddamn right, I'm gonna whoop your ass, bitch.
They ain't getting no discount for no shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hate that shit. It's almost like when you ever go to like a Jamaican store and a Jamaican nigga come in there and talking all loud, like he won't even know he's Jamaican. Like, nigga, your food ain't gonna be no different from mine, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, man, that's at a personal.
That's at a real person.
That motherfucker take my food. My food tastes good too, nigga.
No,
They put the same amount of sauce, nigga.
I'm just saying, he wouldn't be that vocal at Burger King. He would come in and get his whopper and shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Damn.
Oh shit, man. Well, look. The Cardinals, you never know. Everybody's saying Caleb Williams. They may be going after Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, man, whatever, nigga.
I don't know.
Deion's son came out the gates throwing for over 500.
They ain't got time to go for another dude. I mean, if he continuously do it at a high level, then maybe.
That's what I'm saying.
But Caleb been doing that. Caleb did it last year. He'll do it again this year. You got to get you a for sure quarterback this year, nigga. Ain't no guessing. Ain't no guessing this year, nigga. You got to be in it, especially after they did that for Kyler Murray and Josh Rosen before Kyler Murray. No,
I'm just stirring the pot because both of y'all know how on the midnight hour teams like to outthink themselves, which is why Zach Wilson was drafted number 2, which is why Trey Lance was drafted number 3, and they got it wrong. I'm just stirring the pot.
Yeah, nigga, kick that bitch over, nigga. Ain't no more goddamn guessing, nigga. They probably telling Jonathan Gannon right now, I swear to God, you win one of these games, I'm gonna goddamn bury you in Arizona.
If I'm Jonathan Gannon, I'm like, what did I just get myself into?
I'm glad he over there with that pussy bitch. That nigga goddamn got us fucked up last year. It was talks that he was already ready to dip when the fucking Super Bowl was talking, so he ain't really do nothing. I hope he goddamn look like a fucking fool over there, little bastard.
That sounds personal.
Well,
that is personal, goddammit.
Well, the only thing he could have did differently to help y'all win that Super Bowl was to dig the grass up, restarted the shit himself.
Nah, bro.
Lay it down.
You seen them plays. Like I get the grass. That was a factor to me for my pass rush. That I'm saying that, but I'm not using that as an excuse. But as far as adjustments to what Andy Reid was doing, them dudes was wide the fuck open. It ain't got nothing to do with them niggas. He couldn't adjust, or he didn't want to adjust. Or he cared to adjust, and we got our ass beat, bro. Our offense did our job. Our defense ain't do it, but they were doing it all year, nigga. Come on now, that's that nigga.
Do you think Sean is still salty about the Super Bowl loss, you guys? Do you think he still feels it?
No, I don't know. I mean, we lost the Super Bowl. I'm just glad we got back there. You know, the Cowboys ain't. Sorry, but I'm just like, I just wanted my quarterback to get there. You know, I was talking about that all last year. I just wanted him to do good and get to the Super and get farther than Dakota Rain Prescott got. And that's all that I wanted him to do. Whether we won it or not is cool. He's still young. You got time to do it, bro. And we got a team around him to do it. Now it's up there. Now I care. Now it's Super Bowl for me. Now that's what we need.
This nigga said the Cowboys ain't been to a motherfucking Super Bowl since motherfucking Tecmo Bowl. Holla at your boy.
Super Tecmo Bowl, nigga. I'm
down. There wasn't even a spin move yet implemented in a video game the last time the Cowboys went to a Super Bowl.
Hell no, nigga. We were still in pixels, nigga. Blocks, great controllers.
Ready, down, hook. Oh, shit. They said 5 words on each game. Ready, down, hut, and touchdown. That's it.
That's it.
Well, fellas.
They even hut anymore?
Huh?
They don't hut no more in football. I thought, do they even hut anymore?
Yeah, they do hut. They do all kind of shit.
Hurry! Omaha!
Yeah, that Omaha shit was out of control.
Peyton started that shit. Omaha.
That Omaha shit was out of control. Like, what the fuck is that?
We Omaha'd our way to we Omaha'd our way to a Super Bowl win. Fuck it, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Can't complain about that. Goddamn.
And that's the last time we've been close to being in the postseason. But you know what? I don't know. It looks like it's gonna be maybe another long year. I don't know. We keep losing fucking wide receivers. Better claim somebody off the waivers. But let me ask you guys this before we start making our picks. Sean, I'll start with you first. Who do you think is gonna win MVP this year?
Come on now. Come on now. Are we talking NFL or defensive, offensive?
NFL MVP.
NFL MVP this year, I am going to say it's going to be motherfucking Jalen Hurts.
Okay, Calvin, what about you?
Being no homer, motherfucker. That's because we were supposed to get it last year. You gonna get it this year, goddammit.
Okay, well, what about you, Calvin?
Josh
Allen, okay. Well, I'll keep my Russell Wilson comment to myself. No, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. No, honestly, I think it's going to be between Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts, honestly. No, because I think Lamar is going to be on a mission because each of the last 2 seasons he missed the final 5 games. This is the best supporting cast he's ever had. And I think, and I agree with what you said. Jalen should have won it last year. He missed those couple of games, and they gift wrapped it to Mahomes. He was the best quarterback through 14 games last season. He was the best quarterback in the Super Bowl, actually. You know, a lot of people don't want to say that because Mahomes won. Jalen Hurts was the best player on the field that day. So, okay, now let's motherfucking get it. Calvin, I'm going to start with you. Thursday night, Detroit Lions at Kansas City Chiefs. Who you got?
Kansas City.
Who?
Kansas City.
Okay. Now we move into Sunday's game, fellas, when we going to be chilling and chilling and watching the games as a brotherhood. First game, Carolina Panthers, Bryce Young, first start at the Atlanta Falcons. Who you got?
Oh, man, I was both there. Fucking, I think Atlanta.
ATL, shout it. All right. Battle of Ohio, Cincinnati Bengals at the Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland, because Burrow's still hurt, right?
They're saying he's going to play.
He gonna be rusty as hell.
Oh man. Is he gonna play for real?
That's what I'm.
Hey, it's up to you to decide. What?
I'm gonna say we'll see. Because I'm thinking Brevon not gonna play.
Okay. Jacksonville at Indianapolis.
Jacksonville. Whoa, hold on. Yeah, Jacksonville. I got the I have very y'all don't. I think I really like the. And I'm not just saying that to sound wrong. I don't know what to think
Bless
about
you.
it. But I got a lot of faith in it. I like the people. Anybody can tell an organization, fuck y'all. I like it. I like it. I like it.
I mean, Dougie P's a damn good coach. He's a Super Bowl winning coach.
Yeah.
So you're going with Jacksonville.
I am.
But you picked the Titans to win that division. Head scratcher. Okay.
Did I pick them to go undefeated, or did I say win the division?
Okay. Is that shots fired, sir? Okay.
Big nigga, you heard him, big nigga.
And the Titans not even in that got nothing to do with that pick.
You heard him, big nigga.
All right, nigga. This nigga trying to. You hear this nigga trying to correct me on my show? Okay. You heard he coming for me, right? Did it just come for me, there, Sean? Did it just come for me? He said,
I gotta stick it in there because the last time, remember I was trying to tell you about the Trey Lance shit. Every time I make a point, y'all cut me off like y'all was angry. Like y'all had an agreement not to let me finish my fucking sentence.
Now he coming for both of us. Now he coming for both.
I'm just saying, y'all, because y'all said that dumb shit last time about Purdy. They want Purdy job to lose. That nigga won 8 games of playoff games. It's his job to lose. He will never be. Trey Lance will never be that nigga. And we'll leave it at that.
Oh no! So you gonna open up another motherfucking can of worms. You want to go back to the Trey Lance shit?
Oh, go ahead. You trying to tell me he could have beat Purdy in training camp? There's no way he could have. No way with what he showed you. No way with what he showed you last year. That was his team.
And you may have been right about that, but the fact that he couldn't even beat out Sam Darnold, motherfucker, trash.
I'm not talking about Sam Darnold. Y'all saying he should be able to beat out.
He should be able to.
Who is the undrafted person y'all talk about? Is it Sam Darnold or is it Brock Purdy? If you talk about Purdy, right?
All of them niggas are trash. Let's just put that out.
He's not beating Purdy. Purdy won 8 games for y'all, and almost a third one and his arm not fell the fuck off.
They was gonna lose that game regardless, but I get it.
Nick Foles won the Super Bowl for the Philadelphia Eagles, and we still put Carson Wentz in because of the fact that he got so much money. We invested so much in him. That's what you're supposed to do for somebody you invest in. Even though your backup comes in and do their job as a backup, you still supposed to let your starter, who you chosen to be your starter, to be your quarterback. That's how it goes. You're supposed to have a backup quarterback. They're supposed to do their job to win games when the starter goes down. That's what it is. You invested all of your fucking future into this quarterback. You give him a chance to win it. You take him even if they're the same, you take him because that's what you invested your money in.
Mic drop, nigga. Sex your chocolate.
So if your backup come in and win those games and win almost and don't lose and earns the starting job, he is now what? If he's still the backup, he's the starter.
Nick Foles won the Super Bowl for the Philadelphia Eagles as a backup. Did he start the next year?
No, he did not, and that's y'all fault.
Exactly, but he won the Super Bowl for our team. And he didn't win a game, he won the Super Bowl.
He won 8 games. Come on, how many games when Carson Wentz went down, how many games did he play?
Nick Foles,
he played the whole playoffs.
Carson Wentz went down. The Eagles were 11-1. Nick Foles won them their last 2 regular season games and all 3 of their playoff games. He won 5 games. He won 5 games, and that 5th one was the Super Bowl.
He won the Super Bowl. Not 8 regular season games. He won 2 regular season games and the playoffs and won the Super Bowl, and he was not our starting quarterback next year. Why? Because he invested so much into the Eagles. I mean, he was invested so much in Carson Wentz.
So basically what you're saying is the reason why y'all didn't go with him because y'all invested so much in him. So that don't mean it was the right decision. That don't mean he was the best quarterback because I mean, look at what history just showed you.
No, but you're supposed to be the best quarterback if they invested that in you. They're telling you that you're the guy for this franchise. So you have to take that. You have to go with that guy, or you look like a damn fool, which the 49ers look like a damn fool.
Supposed to be. Okay, so y'all didn't look like a fool sticking with Wentz?
Yeah, we look like a damn fool, but we fixed our mistake. I'm
Yeah.
just saying we look like a fool.
But to say this, yes, they went with Wentz, but the Eagles did make the playoffs the next 2 years, even with Wentz at the quarterback position. I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying.
He just got injured. I'm like, you supposed to be that dude if you get taken that high. And the fact that you can't beat up. Yeah, you can say that about anybody, but that's why I'm saying he's trash.
And the funny part is there are actually some Cowboy fans who are excited about having Trey Lance. That's hilarious.
And that's what's crazy to me.
I think we're confused about what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying Trey Lance is not trash. He could very well be. He might be. I really, to be honest with you, I give a shit about Trey Lance. What I'm saying is Josh Purdy earned that starting role game. He earned that starting role last season. He did. So now, just because he didn't go the Eagles' way and say, okay, we gave y'all this fucking money, you're going to do this. You know, I don't even know why you drinking. I don't know why you brought that shit up. He earned that job. Period.
Yeah, but we're saying, but the whole reason we were talking is because we said that everybody's excited about Trey Lance. And we're saying that he's trash, so you shouldn't be excited about him.
Trash Lance.
I don't.
That was the whole issue. That was the whole thing. It was that Trey Lance was people were excited about him. Why would you be excited about somebody who can't beat out Brock or Sam Darnold to be a starting quarterback for the 49ers in a quarterback friendly system? You can't do that, and you expect to come over here and be with somebody like Mike McCarthy, who really ain't even do nothing. He had Aaron Rodgers, and then he had Kellen Winslow, who was calling all his damn plays, but Kellen Winslow was gone.
You mean Kellen Moore? Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore, and now he's gone. And now you telling me that he's gonna do something and they excited about it, guys? Like, I mean, it's still that deep right now.
You said Kellen Winslow last time, and I was real confused. I was
yeah, my bad. Kellen Winslow was a tight end, right?
Yeah, Kellen Moore. Yeah.
Kellen Moore. Sorry, Kellen Moore.
Okay, but what I was saying was, Trey Lance, I really don't have an opinion on the nigga. Who cares? Because he didn't play. What I'm saying is, we know Jerry Jones. And Jerry Jones can't help himself. That was my point.
Yeah, but he just replacing the quarterback with the same quarterback.
That may be the truth, Sean. That may very well be. But what I'm saying is he can't help himself. I'm not saying
Jerry can't help himself. Jerry just like headlines. Yeah, he just like headlines. But nobody's denying that Jerry likes headlines. I mean, that's the truth. But I'm talking about the outside people who are excited that Trey Lance is over there. Like, why are you excited? Like, I don't give a shit that I know Jerry don't like headlines. Everybody knows that.
And that's why the Cowboys keep losing.
That's what I was saying. That's what I've been trying to say. I'm sorry if you thought I thought Trey Lance was sweet. I do not. I don't even know the nigga.
I know that you didn't think he was sweet. You thought that Jerry Jones was going to use Trey Lance as a bargaining chip, and he might.
He very well might. That's what I'm saying.
Well, let's get back to your picks. But you gonna come? You think you was gonna come for my head like that? Hold my blood pressure high in the motherfucker right now.
Wait a minute. You came for me. I'm how you are, sir. You came for me first. That's it.
Pause.
Everything's big to y'all,
Anyway, let me get back to these picks. Oh, your team is up next. The Baker Mayfield-led Bucks go to Minnesota. Who you got?
I'm on Minnesota. I think that's the only way I can get this thing done this year. Minnesota.
All right. Tennessee Titans at the New Orleans Saints.
Open that one. Tennessee.
Okay. 49ers at Steelers.
49ers.
Going with San Fran, huh?
Trash as Brock Purdy.
Arizona tanking Cardinals against the Washington Commanders.
Commanders. Commando, going commando out here.
Houston Texans, DeMeco Ryans' first game at the Baltimore Ravens. Guess what you think is going to happen?
Baltimore.
You say what?
Baltimore.
All right.
Now, how do a Baltimore nigga say that shit? They say, yeah, Baltimore. I don't know. Baltimore.
They do talk like that. I don't know what that is. Remember the old rap song from the Cisco album, Sean, with the Associates? We can't lose. Let's do an acapella freestyle for your shoes. Baltimore.
And you know, when I first saw the Wire, I thought Snoop was retarded. I thought she got that thick ass Baltimore accent.
Oh yeah, she does. Low Keto, that song though that we was just talking about, that was a fire ass track.
Oh man,
it was. Green Bay Packers at the Chicago Bears.
Green Bay.
The Jordan Love era has begun in Green Bay.
It has begun.
Raiders at my Broncos.
Raiders.
Fuck you then. No, I'm just playing.
I ain't pick my team. Why would I pick yours?
No, good point. I mean, because I think my team is better than yours, but who knows?
Yeah.
Philadelphia Eagles at the New England Patriots.
Oh man. Damn, I want to say Patriots so bad, but I think man, the Eagles gonna win because the Eagles gonna win. I won't pick it out of spite. I mean, I think the Eagles supposed to beat them.
I was waiting for you to say that shit. So you're picking the Eagles?
Yeah, I gotta pick them against them.
You ain't gotta do nothing.
If I want to win,
But then don't talk that blasphemy, motherfucker.
Miami Dolphins at the Los Angeles Chargers.
Oh man,
I see that game being a shootout.
Somebody got to do something. I think, I'm gonna go Chargers.
Go Chargers, go. The Rams at the Seahawks.
Oh man, I really don't care. Let me see. But the Rams ain't what they were. The Rams. I'm gonna see
The Rams ain't ramming.
Yeah, I think Cooper Kupp is hurt too. I don't know if he's gonna play that game.
Yeah, I think he's still hurt.
Yeah, I'm going Seahawks, man.
All right. Sunday night football game, Dallas at the Giants.
Oh man. Woo! Giants. Hey, Giants. Yeah, how you? I want Giants, man. I think I'm going Giants.
I love it. And
I believe in Daniel Jones. I don't think he's sweet. I just think he's better than the trash can grade everybody else gave him. And he's not Eli. And when I say that, I don't think Eli was that good. But I think he's better than the ass booty shit everybody gives him.
He just restructured his contract too to free up some more money for them.
Yeah.
And the next Monday night, Buffalo Bills at Aaron Rodgers and them Jets.
Oh man,
what a game!
I'm going Bills.
Going Buffalo. Okay. Now, forgive me, audience, as we got sidetracked talking about Trey Lance. That's my fault. Let me go over Calvin's picks to make sure that I have them correct. Calvin has the Chiefs over the Lions, the Falcons over the Panthers, Cleveland over Cincinnati, Jacksonville over Indianapolis, the Vikings over the Bucks, the Titans over the Saints, the 49ers over the Steelers, the Commanders over the Cardinals, Baltimore over Houston, Green Bay over Chicago, the Raiders over the Broncos, the Eagles over the Patriots, the Chargers over the Dolphins, Seattle over the Rams, New York over Dallas, I hope you're right, and Buffalo over the Jets. Am I right? Am I correct, sir?
Yeah.
All right. All right, second place, Sean. You are up next. All right. All right. Who you got? Kansas City hosting Detroit to kick the season off.
Kansas City.
All right. Carolina at ATL, Shouty.
Carolina.
Going with them Panthers. Okay. Bengals at the Browns.
Bengals, Browns.
Who did you say?
Browns.
Oh, you going with the Browns? Okay. Jacksonville at Indianapolis.
Jacksonville.
All right. Tampa Bay Tampa Bay at Minnesota.
And Minneapolis.
Okay. Tennessee at New Orleans.
I'm gonna go with Nolans.
The NO. San Francisco at Pittsburgh. That's a slugfest right there. That's a heavyweight fight.
San Francisco at Pittsburgh. It's gonna be a pretty decent game. I'm kind of nervous because Brock ain't been getting that much play, and the 49ers are pussies. I'm gonna go with the Steelers. Oh.
Okay. Arizona at Washington.
Duke, Washington.
Okay. Houston at Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore.
I was getting ready to say, what? I was about to be like, you about to be the first one to make me say that upset special? Okay. Okay. Green Bay at Chicago. That's another game I think that's going to be very interesting.
Chicago.
You going with Chicago?
Yes.
Okay. Raiders at the Broncos.
I'm going to go, man. They got Garoppolo, and then I got Russell, and with Peyton, he ain't been doing too hot in preseason. I'm going to go with the Raiders.
There he is. The Eagles at the... Huh?
You say fuck him.
Well, fuck yeah. Oh, yeah, you right. Fuck you, nigga. You right. You damn. That's all right. I'm. Hey, look, man. I told you guys this a couple weeks ago. I'm realistic about my team, but damn, the Raiders though. All right. Philadelphia at New England.
Philadelphia.
That's why I'm gonna pick the motherfucking Patriots win. Psych.
That's all right.
Miami at the Chargers.
Miami.
That's gonna be a fun game to watch. That is. The Rams at the Seahawks.
What?
Seahawks.
What, Calvin? What was you saying?
I was saying, what time was that game?
That's a 4:00 game. That's a 4:00 game.
Okay.
The Ram. Oh, you said the Seahawks, right?
Yeah, Seahawks.
Okay. Dallas at the Giants.
Oh man, like it's tough for me because I don't trust the Cowboys, but I think Brian Daboll and them boys got it, but I don't trust that line, and Dallas got a line and a better defense. So, and they got Cooks and them boys. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys.
Okay. And Buffalo at the Jets.
That's another one. Because Von Miller ain't playing in that
game. No, he's out at least the first 4 games.
And the Jets line is their weak spot, but without Von Miller, the Buffalo Bills line bench ass. And I think A-Rod gonna try to give it his all the first game. I'm gonna go with the Jets.
Okay. All right. Let me go over Sean's picks to make sure that that I'm correct. He has the Chiefs over the Lions, the Panthers over the Falcons, Cleveland over Cincinnati, Jacksonville over Indianapolis, Minnesota over the Bucks.
Hey, no, turn that back. Go, give me the Falcons.
You want the Falcons?
Yeah, because I think they're gonna run Bijan to the ground, and and they can do a lot of that play action with Kyle Pitts and that wide receiver they got too. So let me go back to the Falcons.
Okay, so he's picking the Falcons to beat the Panthers. Okay.
Yeah.
Minnesota over Tampa, New Orleans over Tennessee, Pittsburgh over San Francisco, Washington over the Arizona Tankers, the Ravens over Houston, Chicago over Green Bay, Raiders over the Broncos, pause, the Eagles over the Patriots, Miami over the Chargers, Seattle over the Rams, Dallas over the Giants, and the Jets over the Bills. Is that right, sir?
That's what the
All right, now I'm going to make my picks on the phone with you niggas, so that way there's no confusion, okay?
Oh, it's not. Give me a pen, goddammit.
Ain't you supposed to send the list out?
I am going to send I am going to send the list out. But right now I am going to send the list out. The only guys who've made their picks is you two and Tony, the skip.
Okay.
I am going to send it out, but I'm going to make my picks now just anyway so there's no confusion. All right. I am so fucking tempted. I'm going to break down each game and why I'm making the picks. I'm so tempted to take Detroit over Kansas City. I really am. Because no Chris Jones, they're going to be so soft in that line, and Dan Campbell likes to run that bitch down your throat. And if you don't put pressure on Jared Goff, he can sit back and pick you apart.
And they got that Gibbs nigga too, didn't they?
Yes, from Alabama. Yeah. Yes, I am so tempted to pick Detroit. I really am. I've been going back and forth on this. I'm going to give Kansas City the... Huh?
What's the dude's name? What y'all say his name is?
Jameer Gibbs, the running back.
Yes, okay. All right.
Yeah, I am very tempted to pick the Lions, but because
I was too.
Because it's the home opener and you're dropping the Super Bowl banner, blah, 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 I'll go ahead and I'll give that one begrudgingly to Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I'm wrong, though. I'm going to be honest with you. The Chiefs are in my division.
That might be an upset, though.
And you know why I hope why I hope I'm wrong? Because I'm pretty sure everybody is going to pick the Chiefs to win. So I figure if I'm wrong, all y'all wrong too.
Those be the facts.
Yeah. Carolina at Atlanta. This is Bryce Young's first game. But yeah, I think that Falcons are going to run Bijan into the ground. That's going to set up play action. Kyle Pitts. I'm not that sold on Desmond Ridder, but I think it's in Atlanta. I think they're going to open up with a win. I'm going with the Falcons. Cincinnati at Cleveland. Y'all know I love me some goddamn Joe Burrow and them Bengals, but Cleveland owns them. For whatever reason, they can't win. They can't beat Cleveland. You can go to the Super Bowl, but you can't beat Cleveland. and people go, I have Cleveland as being my dark horse team out the AFC, and niggas gonna start talking about Deshaun Money if he don't start producing. They're gonna start talking about that. They're gonna start talking about that contract if he don't start producing.
I wouldn't be surprised if all this shit is, a lot of this shit is incentivized anyway. Well, not really, because most of it, how much of it is guaranteed? I know a lot.
The whole contract is guaranteed, bro. The whole contract.
Oh, that was what everybody was trying to get.
$230 million guaranteed dollars, bro.
You can say fuck them boys and still get money.
Yep, exactly. And the thing about it, he didn't even have to use none of that contract to pay his lawyer fees. Lucky son of a bitch. But he better start producing. Huh?
He had to pay them no way because he used to pay them.
You goddamn right. That gone now money. Gone, bitch. Gone, bitch. Gone, bitch. Gone. Gone now.
Oh, man.
Jacksonville at Indianapolis. This is Anthony Richardson's first game, but you know what? Whatchamacallit? Jonathan Taylor ain't playing. Jonathan Taylor's not playing, so I'm going with Jacksonville, who I think is going to run away with that division. Tampa Bay at Minnesota. I'm not saying this to just because Calvin's on the phone. Now, I don't think Tampa Bay is going to win the game, but I actually think, when you have players, when you have receivers, I think Baker Mayfield is going to look respectable. I just think Minnesota's going to win the game. But I think he's going to look respectable, even though now you have a disgruntled wide receiver in Mike Evans. Tennessee at New Orleans. The Titans ain't beating Derek Carr on his Saints debut. I refuse to believe that. Michael Thomas is back. Olave. Now, no Kamara. Kamara suspended the first 3 games.
I ain't worried about it, but they got running backs to replace him.
Exactly. Yes, I'm going with the Saints. San Francisco and Pittsburgh. This is tough. Because while I know Brock Purdy ain't got no reps during the preseason, and Pittsburgh, don't forget, Pittsburgh's defense is real. Pittsburgh's defense is real. I'm interested. There's a star in Pittsburgh that's about to break out, and his name is George Pickens. That wide receiver, he's good. I like the Steelers. Washington versus Arizona. Look, nigga, any of us could be the quarterback for the Cardinals right now. That's what I'm saying. Any of us could be the quarterback for the Cardinals. So yes, I'm going with Washington, and I think Howard's looked good this preseason. And there's one thing that's interesting. You're gonna find out how much Bieniemy really helped Mahomes this season. You're gonna find that out because now he's Washington's OC. Houston and Baltimore, may please. Lamar Jackson gonna have 5 touchdowns between passing and running. I think he's gonna have 4 throwing touchdowns, and I think he's gonna have a rushing touchdown. Baltimore's gonna put up 50 on Houston. They're gonna throw up 50. I'm serious. They're gonna put up 50 burger on Houston. Lamar Jackson gonna say, "I'm back, bitch," and I'm paid, so I'm happy. Green Bay at Chicago. I'm going with Chicago. Going with Chicago because I think that Bears are my dark horse NFC team. Raiders and Broncos. You know what?
What you gonna do, bro?
You know what?
This what a rubber meets the road in, right?
Yeah, that's what it is, right here.
This is the one pick where I'm going with my heart and not my head. I'm going to refuse to believe that my Broncos are going to lose Sean Payton's home opener to Jimmy fucking Garoppolo. I refuse. I'm going with my Denver Broncos.
Jimmy G, you gonna lose to Josh Jacobs.
I don't give a shit. Hey, if it's one thing that I'm telling you is going to be consistent, my defense is real. My defense is going to be real. I can't say nothing about the offense, but no, I'm going, fuck that. I'm going with my Broncos, okay?
I think y'all locker room is shitty right now, bro. So that's why I don't think y'all.
Hey, don't disturb that nigga. Go ahead, Brandon. Get your truth, baby. Go ahead, man. You said what?
My Broncos are gonna win, goddammit. We gonna win.
Don't sprinkle no
Go shit all in that bitch.
Don't sprinkle no comments. Don't. Because if he can take his team and they win,
yeah, we gonna do this.
Yeah.
We gonna do this.
Yeah. We got a powerhouse right now, Sean. Fuck you, Sean. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But being a powerhouse is more nerve-wracking because everybody expects you to win, and when you don't, they give you all the business, bro.
I know. That's why I'm so happy. I'm free. I don't have to watch my shit. I don't have to listen. I feel emancipated. Fuck Tom Brady. All my life, for real. I feel emancipated. Don't nobody expect us to do shit.
That's true.
That way if we do something.
That's true.
Way if we do something. It's like, you know that.
But yeah, we gonna do this. My Broncos gonna win. I don't give a fuck what y'all say.
Yeah, go ahead.
Watch it. I'm be laughing at y'all niggas on Sunday. Philadelphia at the Patriots. Philadelphia at the Patriots. I'm gonna tell you, there's one person you do not bet against, and that is a week one team coached by Bill fucking Belichick. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But I'm gonna bet against him today because the Eagles are gonna win. Even though I think that's gonna, Sean, I told you this a week ago. This is gonna be a damn good game. This is gonna be a way closer game than what people are giving credit for.
I know it.
But
I know it.
only thing I'm gonna say with Belichick, he better hope Mac Jones don't get hurt because you cut all your quarterbacks.
Something, bro. We're gonna beat their ass. I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
Cam Newton's out there. You go back and get Cam. He can swing back and get Cam.
Oh, that's right. He could go get Cam Newton. Yeah, he could get Cam. He could.
Y'all told him that bullshit. We gotta cut you because
Yeah. Or he could go get the.
Y'all about to see this new monster we got.
From Georgia. That's right. The Eagles defense ain't nothing but the Georgia Bulldogs. Yeah, the Phillies defense is Georgia North. Miami at the Chargers. It's gonna be a shootout, God. It's gonna be a shootout. I don't know who to pick this game. I really don't. I don't know who to pick because I think it's gonna be a lot of points scored.
It's a toss-up.
It is a toss-up. I'm gonna go with Miami
but
though.
The only thing about it is because they don't got Ramsey though, don't they? Ain't Ramsey out?
Ramsey is out. Ramsey's out. But I'm gonna go with Miami because that game is in a dome, artificial turf, and the Dolphins still got a track team, bruh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They got a track team. Now, mind you, I will say this. They did go into Los Angeles last year and lost. But this is first game of the season. Look, every game, I picked the Dolphins to win the division, but low-key, every time Tua gets hit, I'm just praying, get up, nigga. That's going to be me through the whole season. Get up, bro. Please get up.
I hope he don't get hit like that.
Me neither.
That man.
Me neither. Rams at Seahawks, what's the names? What's the fucking name from the linebacker from the Seahawks? Bobby Wagner. Yes, the Bobby Wagner Bowl. Yeah, Bobby Wagner. Yeah. Again, what'd you say? The Rams ain't ramming, and if Cooper Kupp don't play, I mean that's the only nigga Stafford throw it to. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah. I think this gonna be Stafford last year. I think he got a Super Bowl. I don't think he give a fuck now. He got a ring.
Nah, he don't give a fuck. Aaron Donald gonna get traded.
Yeah.
Or he gonna retire.
His whole career, nobody say he was sorry. He just was in Detroit. Now he got the Super Bowl and
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, I mean,
he got one of those. It's tough, but it's tough to when you get a Super Bowl. That really kind of tells you what kind of person you are, because after that, it's like, what else do I need? I got a Super Bowl. So I got a Super Bowl, I got my money. So some people just be like, fuck it, and just go blind. Then other motherfuckers go even harder.
Yeah, they get addicted to winning.
Yeah.
But also the Rams' motto of "fuck them draft picks" for about 3 straight years has also come back to bite them in the ass. You know, it's come back to bite them in the ass. And you know,
they win now mode. So
yeah,
now,
I mean, well,
they
look,
lose now.
they won. Yeah, they won. They got a ring, but now they're gonna suffer for it. Now they're gonna suffer for it. So I'm going with Seattle. Dallas at the Giants. My soul wants to pick the Giants. I hate betting on Dallas, but I just think Dallas is gonna win. I think Dallas is gonna win. I hope I'm wrong. I don't care. Every game that I pick Dallas to win, I hope I'm fucking wrong. Okay,
yeah,
but I'm going to pick Dallas to beat the Giants. I am. And Buffalo versus the New York Football Jets. Now, Von Miller's not going to play for the Bills, right? But nobody's talked about how they also went and got Leonard Floyd. So Leonard Floyd is on that Buffalo defense still, but you ain't ruining Aaron Rodgers' New York debut. No. I think the Jets are I think it's gonna be a damn good game. You ain't winning Aaron Rodgers' New York debut. Matter of fact, I'm picking the Jets to go start off 2-0 because next week they see the Cowboys in Aaron Rodgers' own Texas Stadium.
I hope they.
No. They ain't ruining Aaron Rodgers' debut. No. So my picks. I said this on the phone with you guys. I am picking, just to reiterate, the Chiefs over the Lions. And God, I want to pick the Lions. But okay. The Chiefs over the Lions, Falcons over the Panthers, Cleveland over Cincinnati, Jacksonville over Indianapolis. And I do hope, look, I got Amari Cooper and Nick Chubb on my fantasy squad. Minnesota over Tampa Bay, New Orleans over Tennessee, Pittsburgh over the 49ers, Washington beating the Cardinals with me at the quarterback, Baltimore over Houston, Chicago over Green Bay, Denver over the Raiders. You heard it here first, biatch. My Broncos are going to rise up, and we're going to do the damn thing. Philadelphia over the Patriots. Miami over the Chargers. Seattle over the Rams, Dallas over the Giants, and the Jets over the Bills. Damn, it feels good to have football back.
Hey, I see. I from what I'm hearing, our only difference is that Broncos game. May the best man win.
I'm gonna be. With me and your picks, yeah, we do actually have everything the same except for that Broncos.
But the Broncos and the Raiders.
Yep. No, so I'm sorry for your loss, sir.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Okay.
We shall see.
Okay. That's cool. Like I said,
I got you.
Like I said, second place, Sean. And yes, I will send the goddamn picture. Okay, but I still have to get picks from David. I should call that nigga now. David, Marquise, Marcus, and Aaron. So when I get their picks, I will send, unless you want me to send the picture of the picks that I got right now.
No, to everybody.
Okay. Yeah, okay. No problemo. But y'all heard my pick, so that way you know ain't no tomfoolery going on.
Yeah.
And you just said it. Me and you literally have the same picks except for the Broncos and the Raiders.
You gonna be over here talking shit the first week?
I sure am. Yeah. And so I'm really looking forward mostly to the 4:00 games because that's when my team play. That's when your team play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So and the 1:00 game we can watch. I'll be interested in that 49ers Pittsburgh game. Cleveland Cincinnati. Yeah. Let's see. Well, how?
We gonna have the games up watching.
Now, where did Calvin differ from us? Okay, he called Tennessee to beat the Saints. He called Green Bay to beat Chicago. He called the Chargers to beat the Dolphins. He called the Giants to beat the Cowboys, and I hope you're right about that one, bro. I'll gladly take that loss.
I mean, the Giants usually do get the Cowboys business, though, and I feel like they better coach, to be honest.
Not you, Sean.
Oh no, yeah. I just think that the Cowboys, their defensive line is going to give James Jones problems, and they got another corner to go with Trayvon Diggs.
Right, Stephon Gilmore. Yeah.
And the Giants really don't have any pass catchers like that still. So, I mean, they did get McFadden, but all you do is just put somebody on McFadden, and I mean, it's the same thing. So, that's the only reason why I'm picking Cowboys, because I think they still got their continuity as well with their team, and the Giants got a bunch of new players. They still got to gel together, but if they do, no.
I just can't remember the last time they won on opening day. Especially the Giants. That's what I'm saying.
Who, Dallas?
No, the Giants beat the Cowboys before their first game of the season.
They didn't beat it. No. The Cowboys swept them last year.
I said open. I didn't say beat the Giants. I said opening day.
Yeah. Dallas has lost. The Dallas has lost their last few opening day games. They have. I know they lost last year. They lost the last 2 opening day games to y'all, if I'm not mistaken.
But see, I just remember that anybody can win for real, because you never know what team is getting thrown at you.
Yes, which is why I think the Eagles and the Patriots is going to be a very good game because it's opening day. Belichick been focusing on Philly at least for the last 2 months.
What he gonna do? Who he stopping?
No, I get it.
Who he focusing on?
I get it.
Who he focusing on? Jalen Hurts?
No, I get
Who
it.
he focusing on? DeAndre Swift? Who he focusing on? AJ Brown?
Hey, look. I hope Swift.
We're gonna beat their ass. Who they got?
I hope
got
Swift.
Nobody. We're gonna beat their ass. I don't give a fuck if goddamn fucking Jim Johnson was coaching them motherfucker. We're gonna beat their ass.
I hope Swift gets off too because he's on my fantasy team. So I hope DeAndre Swift get 3 touchdowns, nigga.
Nah, I'm just talking shit, bro. I know what you mean, Bill Belichick, that dude, though.
Yeah, thinking Bill Belichick ain't got a picnic for you. Nasty work. That's very tricky.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? But this ain't the Belichick. So this ain't Belichick.
He ain't got Tom Brady back there, so I don't give a fuck.
Tom Brady.
Shit, if he lose Mac Jones, he ain't gonna have nobody back there.
And that them boys ain't gonna be able to hold that line, bro. If anything, I think my defense is gonna be nastier than anything. So that's what I'm hoping. So we about to see.
Yeah. I think the pass rush is gonna.
I think it's gonna be better than last year.
I think the pass rush is gonna be the determining factor in that thing right there.
Well, we shall see. So, all right. So, how we doing this Sunday, Calvin? On Sunday, before I would like for you to come scoop me up, and then we go to Sean's house.
All right, I can do that. I can't bring my dad over there, so I gotta see if my grandma watching while we do that. But that's on the way.
No problemo.
That's on the way. I just want to be able to sit over there and get the hell out of my face.
No problemo, bro. And Roman and London are already gonna be over there. So.
Hey, let me ask you something. What is the percentage of rookie head coach and rookie quarterback on opening day?
Rookie head coaches and what?
Rookie head coaches with a rookie quarterback. What is the record?
As far as their win-loss record?
Yeah.
Nick, I don't know. I would assume pretty bad. I mean, a rookie head coach and a rookie quarterback? I mean, golly. I wouldn't. You asking me to pull one out my ass with that one.
Are you talking about the Houston Texans?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
That team had me thinking, and then I wondered, I was thinking about stuff like years past with Burrow and Dude, and then with I started thinking damn, when was the last time you seen a rookie head coach and a rookie quarterback win on opening day?
I can't think of one.
And then I was like, so who knows? Brandon know. And you act like I just fucked at you or something.
I don't. Because I don't honestly. I don't know. Let me see. God damn it, make me work and shit. Let me see.
It is Labor Day.
That's true. Let me see.
Oh Lord.
Let me see.
Is it true?
Let's see. God damn.
I sure hope they let us go home now. Come on, y'all. We almost finished.
Smell that pool.
And QB opening
that juicy fruit.
that twat.
That's so much open border.
Opening day record. Okay. Ooh.
I am the captain of this ship.
I'm the captain now.
I am the captain now. But not you are a fuckboy.
Oh, that's
that man probably that's some of the scariest moments in white people history. That nigga looked at that man and told him he was the captain. That boy, I guarantee you realize shit. Boat with all these niggas in the water, can't get free.
They not telling me. They not telling me nothing.
They're not telling you. I didn't think it was something. That's the type of fact that you can't Google, but then you be watching TV and teammates still already know. Like, how the fuck you know? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's a true fan. That's a true fanboy stat. Because I mean, I'm thinking about like the last time that happened. Yeah, the Texans are about to do it. Kyler Murray and Cliff Kingsbury. The last one that I can think about off the top of my head.
See? That's the one of them right there.
Yeah, Kyler Murray, Cliff Kingsbury, but they didn't win their first start.
Oh shit! I thought you said they won.
No. They didn't win their first start. Gosh, I mean, I gotta go all the way back to Brady Quinn his first start? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, that's.
Did Burrow win? I know Burrow.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They didn't win. Yeah, Zach Taylor and Joe Burrow. No, but they lost. They lost.
What about I know Trevor Lawrence lost.
Yeah, but Dougie P's not a rookie coach.
Oh yeah, no, but his you had Urban Meyer as the.
Oh yeah. Oh God. Oh boy. Ooh. No. Oh Lord. I'm still. I mean, Urban Meyer. I mean, as much as I love him as a college coach, Jesus. Yeah.
No.
But speaking of college, Colorado Buffaloes. They.
Oh man.
Dion said, "Do y'all believe?"
Hey, listen, I just don't want everybody to think they act like they want. I just don't want them to start acting like they want to Super Bowl. Because now you first you piss people off. Now you just pissed on their shit. So when we like to talk about dark forces and shit, I just don't want them to start on them niggas yet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I get it. I definitely get it. But but think about it, bro. The team, the Colorado won one game last year. One.
Right.
They were 1-11, and now it's so many people out there that are hoping for Deion Sanders to fail. And the way they had a turn, he overhauled the whole roster. I think all but 10 players. Well, everybody else is brand new on that team, with the exception of, I believe, 10 players. And people was criticizing, hey, that's not how you build a team. A lot of people are going to build teams like that because now college football has free agency in effect. That's all the transfer portal is now. It's free agency. And he brought his guys in for his first win to be against the national runner-up from last year. I think that's pretty cool. I'm not sitting there saying I think Colorado's going to win the Natty. No. But if they win 9 or 10 games this season, that's a victory.
Right. But my thing is, like the college football world is almost as shady as the rap game or the mafia. Or something how they like to throw shit. Like, I just don't want them to. You done proved them wrong because they was hoping it didn't work. They proved like it looked like it could work very well. I don't want them. Because I say them, I don't mean be out of Colorado. I mean them as them people. You know what I mean when I talk about.
I know what you mean.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want them to start to go rich in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of a sudden you have a story come out there. You know what I'm saying? Deion got a fucking sweatshop somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, when it comes to us, and I say us as in black people, when it comes to us proving people wrong and succeeding at something that they don't think we're going to succeed at, they always try to move the goalpost back. They always.
Well, in this instance, I'm not going to say it's not about us, because it is about me, because we are what the, you know what I'm saying, we are what's being used. But it's mostly about the dollar. Because basically what's going to happen is, Deion is successful. You have a lot of prospects, a lot of people, a lot of young talents from our culture that say we don't have to go to UCLA. We go for Soul Cooking. And we, you know what I'm saying? And you don't have to go to fucking Notre Dame. You go to Florida A&M. You know what I'm saying? You can do this. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to basically with how I see it. I could be wrong. I think he's a symbol for the shit. Like, I'm gonna bring it over here. I got Nito's in. God damn, fucking phone broke, man. Fucking broke. Like, you see me talking. I'm not talking to myself, man. He's fucking wrong. No, but I mean, he's a symbol. He's taking the power. He's a symbol for taking the power away from them people and giving a little bit back to us. And that may not fit well with them. See what I'm saying? So, what they'll try to do is take him out. And not take him out per se, literally, but like knock him off incredibly.
Last year, I'm gonna have a flashback moment. Last year, Calvin, on this matter of fact, the same week when I called him for his predictions, last year at his job, he cussed out one of his co-workers, and the shit was mad hilarious. I thought we was about to have another one of those moments.
Yep. You mad stupid, B.
you know what, y'all got kids. You know how when your kids, they want attention, they'll bring you something stupid like a battery. You know what I'm saying? Like, they do shit like that. Like, just let me fucking talking, y'all. Just leave me alone.
I am going to put that conversation back. I'm gonna put that conversation back on this show as a flashback.
Oh man, don't do that.
I sure am, sir. I am, because that was funny as a bitch. When this segment is over with, I will make sure that I put that conversation on there, so when y'all listen to it, Calvin can just laugh, shake his head, and laugh.
Yes, Josh.
Yeah, Josh about to get cussed out.
Yup.
That's good.
Run, Joshua.
Run, nigga.
I don't know. Tell him go to the machine.
Run, nigga.
But anyway, fellas, Calvin, I'm gonna let you go ahead and get back to work. We got our predictions. I will send you the list.
Oh my fucking God.
Uh-oh.
No, just go ahead. I'll holler.
No. Keep going. No, keep going.
I don't want to.
No, keep going. Please.
I don't want to. Because y'all don't understand, man. We do the same thing on the same day every week. Why y'all asking me questions now? Because I'm on the phone? Come on. It's okay.
Calvin, if you cuss somebody out after we get off the phone, I'm going to fuck you up.
It's supposed to be my show.
Oh, because you want. Yes, Linda, how can I help?
You dumb son.
Go ahead, Linda. I'm coming. Go ahead. Just go where you feel like you need to want to go. I'm coming. No, I know you are. Just go. Okay, go over there. Go ahead. I'm going. Yes, whichever one you want. Whichever one you want, Linda. Let's go. Linda, go now.
He is trying to hold back so hard.
I'm going to holler at y'all, man.
All right, bro.
If I hang up, Sean, I call Sean. I can't fuck.
No, I'm about to get off the phone because I'm about to go fix the kids' lunch.
All right, fella.
Okay.
All right, bro.
All right, bro.
Later. Oh, yes. He was trying so hard. Yes, and I'm going to give you guys the flashback of one of the funniest moments ever on this show.
To JC Penney, and I'm going to get him to rap.
And you going to give them all to the Dallas fans?
Yeah, hey, ain't nothing dropping no way. Just take them out and cut the head off. You run an empty jacket. Take them out and cut the head off. You run an empty jacket. Because ain't no inserts running.
Boy, we hear all your business.
Somebody cut food line off like it won't no shit sitting the fuck over there. No, I ain't got no inserts. So cut. Right. No, I had public. They cut public.
Oh, shit.
Excuse me. No, not over this motherfucker. I will not. Take this shit out the head and cut it off. I forgot. I am. I'm telling you what's going on. You run an empty jacket. Well, somebody got to be smarter than the average man. Just cut this shit off, Carla. Come on, goddamn. I ain't got time for this shit. Just cut them off. What the hell? You run an empty jacket. That's what I'm telling y'all.
This is reality. This is reality podcast right
I'm
here.
the dumbass. I use common sense. Hello?
That is reality podcast right there, bro.
Oh, man. Because she tried to flex and try to puff her fucking chest out like somebody.
Oh, shit.
So run an empty fucking jacket. Tell your ass to fuck back over there. Leave it just like that, darling. There's no point in running this shit through the inserter if we're not anything. Can I please run this motherfucker, honey? Cut the head and cut it off like I said. Now post that, motherfucker.
Hey, bruh. Hey, bro, go back to work, man.
All right, man.
Boy, I tell you, Calvin is a goddamn treasure. He is the gift that keeps on giving. But we rolling along on this Prediction Monday. Cousin David, what it do?
Going on.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, baby. Football is back, homie. You said what? Yeah, but I know you busy. We haven't talked to you in the last couple of weeks, but just want to see how you doing. How's everybody? How's the wife? How's the fam?
They working. They just got home. Everything.
My nigga. My ninja. All right, so let's get these picks. You know I'm going to whoop y'all ass again, right?
All
right, so let's get right to it. Big homie. Thursday night, Detroit at Kansas City. Who you got? Kansas City. All right, on the Sunday's games, Carolina at Atlanta. Who you got? Carolina over the ATL, shout it. Cincinnati at Cleveland.
Cincinnati.
You got the Bengals, got the Natty. Okay. Jacksonville at Indianapolis. Who you got?
Indianapolis.
You got the Colts?
Got the Colts.
Okay, this is the first one I can say of this season. Upset special. David has the Colts beating Jacksonville. All right, I love it. Tampa Bay at Minnesota. Baker Mayfield with the Bucs quarterback now, bruh. You say what? Baker Mayfield. Hold on. Hello? Hold on, bro. I'm going to call you. Hold on. Let me call you. I'm gonna call you right now on the celly because now the other phone acting up. So just click over.
Yeah.
There we go. It sounded like the damn feds was watching. Okay.
Yeah.
You said what?
Probably is.
But yeah, Baker Mayfield and the Bucs at Minnesota. Who you got?
I bet good game. Shit. Give me Tampa Bay. Why not?
Tampa Bay. Okay. Tennessee at the New Orleans Saints.
New Orleans.
The NO. San Francisco at Pittsburgh.
San Fran.
He going with them Niners, dog. All right. Arizona at Washington. Now, I'm just going to tell you this. Me and you are playing quarterback for Arizona right now.
We're playing quarterback for Arizona.
No, I'm saying me and you, we're both playing quarterback for Arizona.
That bad, huh? Why not? Washington. Why not?
All right. Houston at Baltimore. Lamar Jackson got it. Money, he paid.
I mean, he should be happy, and we should be seeing 100-yard rushing games and some decent arm throws. Why not give me Baltimore? What?
Do you have any allergy pills in this?
I do, but I'll check the bathroom.
My allergy pill, I could look at it.
Stay over there with that damn grass.
Oh, please.
Yeah, stay off of that damn grass.
I don't know about you. I'm playing on that damn grass.
Yeah, stay on that damn grass. What the hell wrong with you, boy? Anyway. Green Bay at Chicago.
Chicago.
Okay. The Raiders at my Broncos.
Raiders.
Ooh, fuck y'all niggas. Ooh, y'all coming for my squad. Okay.
Hey, man, well, this will be the show and prove game. How about that?
No, it's all good. No, I love it. Go ahead. Take the Raiders.
I mean, if he gonna be worth something, we gonna see in the first game.
No, I don't disagree, sir. I don't disagree. Eagles at your Patriots.
Defending champs of the Pats, huh?
Well, the Eagles are not the defending champs, but they were in the Super Bowl.
Give me the Eagles.
All right. The Dolphins at the Chargers.
Yeah. Chargers.
He says, go Chargers, go. The Rams at the Seahawks.
Rams.
Going with the Rams. Okay. Yes, sir. Sunday Night Football, the Cowboys at the Giants.
Cowboys.
All right. And next Monday night, the Buffalo Bills at the New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers' home Jets debut.
Maybe, but I don't know. Like, give me the Jets with a question mark.
The Jets with a question mark. Okay.
It's like because there's nobody else. Like, give me the dude selling the hot dogs. I'll take him for the win. So I feel like just Aaron Rodgers, that's great, blase, but at the same time, he already starting shit with the chain. They fighting and the whole nine. It's like, yeah, it's just another Green Bay. That's all it is. Another season where he's gonna trick somebody up. He got his money though, so good on him.
So you're still going with the Jets with a question mark?
Yeah, with a question mark. Or the guy who's selling the hot dogs at the game.
Or the hot dog man who's selling $12 hot dogs.
Yep, I'll take him for the win.
All right,
so nobody mad at me on that one.
So David's pick are as follows: KC over Detroit, Carolina over Atlanta, Cincinnati over Cleveland, Indy over the Jaguars, Tampa Bay over Minnesota, New Orleans over Tennessee, San Francisco over Pittsburgh, Washington over Arizona, Baltimore over Houston, Chicago over Green Bay, the Raiders over the Broncos, the Eagles over the Patriots, the Chargers over the Dolphins, the Rams over the Seahawks, Dallas over the Giants, and the hot dog man over the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That's about right.
Yep. That'll do it.
That's about right.
That's good for me.
All right. You know, the rematch between Crawford and Spence has been confirmed now. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Another chance for him to get his ass whooped, huh?
He said what?
Another chance for him to get his ass whooped. Now, remember, I called that fight. I called the knockout. I just called the round wrong.
You did. You were right. You called the 8th round, and it was the 9th.
The 9th, yeah. I was a round off. Well,
you were. And
I'd have had me a couple of stacks.
Man, the crazy thing is that when he dropped him twice in the 7th round, he just looked done. I said, oh, my God, David is going to nail this one. I said, because there's no way that Errol Spence is going to make it out of the 8th round. He did, and they stopped the fight in the 9th round.
Yeah. I was like, damn, boy, I should have bet money on this shit.
Yeah, man, you almost had that. I'm serious. I was like, oh, my God, David is going to be fucking right. On the money.
On the head. Call that knockout. He wasn't ready. Hopefully this match, he's a little bit better prepared.
Well, I don't think, I just think with this matchup, I don't see the outcome changing. I just think that this fight, he's going to fight so cautiously because when you get your ass whipped like that, he's going to fight so cautiously. He's going to fight to not get knocked out. He's still going to lose a fight, but he's going to fight to not get knocked out.
Yeah, but I think at the end of the day, I still think he's going to get knocked out.
You still calling for another knockout?
I'm going to call another knockout on that one.
Okay.
I'll wait to see the weigh-in. I'll be like, yeah, he shaved a couple pounds. He going down in the 10th.
Well, the fight is going to be at junior middleweight instead of welterweight, so they'll be heavier.
I'll be heavier. So he'll get knocked out at 9 then.
Like he did the first fight, huh?
Mm-hmm. That way it's right in the middle. Everybody can be happy about 9. You done proved something to whoever you was trying to prove it to. You almost went the distance, but you got caught lacking. So, another sleeper special for him. If we went night-night, nigga, he going night-night, nigga.
You going night-night, nigga?
He going night-night. That's long and behold. It'll be a hell of a fight, though. Like the first one. First one was a hell of a fight.
Lo and behold. Well, I know you was doing some things, bro. So, like I said, I ain't want to hold you up.
For sure, bro. Hit me up later, man. We'll be back on the phone, Moss.
Yes, sir. Got you.
All right, bro. Take it easy.
All right.
Later.
Oh, Cutting David, and I wish I had him on the line when it was I had Sean and Calvin on the line. I'm gonna make that happen again next time, because the fun be real, the hilarity be real. Well, we gonna keep this Monday chugging along. I got my man, the young boy, my man Keith. What it do?
Yo, what's good?
We still mad about you picking the Dallas Cowboy defense on your fantasy, Jane. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I'm trying to get over it.
Okay. Didn't you pick Cooper Kupp?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. Hey, but what's going on with you, bruh?
Ain't nothing, man. I'm feeling good, man. Today is my birthday.
Oh, that's right. Happy birthday, bro.
For sure. Appreciate you, bro.
Today is his birthday. And speak up just a little bit.
Yup.
Yeah, there you go. But yes, Keith is the birthday boy. He is the birthday boy. Hey, yo, did you watch First Take this morning?
I heard Shannon call Steven Skip a couple times.
Yeah, man, that's why I was going with it. Yeah, man.
He ain't say I lied to me. It's been 7 years. I'm like, dang.
Yeah,
But-
man. When he did that, I was like, no. But he gonna recover from it. But that is embarrassing though. Man, he ain't do it once. He did it twice.
Yeah. But, you know, Steven held him down. He was like, yeah, you all right.
Oh yeah, Stephen they held him down. But you know how the internet world is. They gonna troll the fuck out of him.
Yeah, you can see he held his head down. He's like, damn, my bad.
Yeah, yeah. He said, "I'm sorry." Yeah, he felt some type of way about that, man. Oh my goodness! And I guarantee you, somebody probably came over to Skip Bayless and say, "Watch this," and Skip is probably like, "I'm in your head, nigga."
Yeah, he's definitely not going to address it. But
He's not going to address it, not to the public eye.
nah.
But you don't have to worry. Everybody else is.
Oh yeah, but I'm already enjoying it.
Oh, the show was great.
And the clips I seen, now I got something to watch. What, 11 a.m.
No, they come on at 10.
Oh, 10?
Yeah, today it was just. It's always been 10. Today the show was just an hour because of Labor Day. But I mean, the actual debates, like he was frying Stephen A. about Aaron Rodgers.
I got to tap in. I missed it. I was sleeping.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it sound like an old ass man. This man Keith just said, "I just woke up from a nap. I had some Popeyes wings." Like, damn, black man. Oh man, hey, I know you probably keep up with the World Cup of basketball. I was talking about this earlier in the show with Tony. U.S. because he asked, how does USA lose to Lithuania? I said, bro, I don't keep up with FIBA, with the World Cup, with basketball because you're not getting the best NBA players. I look at that roster, half of that roster, if they had the best players from America on that team, half of the people who are on that roster now wouldn't be there.
Yeah, I heard just a lot of players are saving their legs for next year. Because I know next year is the Olympics.
Yeah.
So they're just trying to set up for the Olympics.
Yeah, like Austin Reeves wouldn't, even though I like Austin Reeves, he wouldn't be on the team. Banchero wouldn't be on the team. Josh Hart doesn't even start for the Knicks, but he's starting for Team USA. He would not be on the team. Brunson and Anthony Edwards and Brandon Ingram, they would be reserves. If you have the best, like if you got KD and Book and Steph, and Braun out there, which I don't think Braun will play. I was just giving examples.
If we're talking about the best, I think one of them will be on the team.
I didn't say
Ant will probably be the only one that'll probably.
No, I said I think Ant would be on the team. I just don't think he would start.
Yeah, I don't even think Brunson and Ingram will make it as reserves. No disrespect, but we're talking about the best of the United States.
I mean, damn. I mean, I at least gave him the bench. You said he wouldn't even.
I wouldn't even get on the bench. Like, that's 14 spots. I don't even think they're the top. That ain't like in the top 14. Like, nah, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I mean, hey, I mean, and you may be right, but you know why I called, sir. You know what time it is. Okay.
Yeah, I told you give me 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was 10 minutes ago, nigga.
It's week one.
That was 10 minutes ago, nigga.
I'll be alright. Let's do it.
That was 10 minutes ago, yeah. Uh-huh. All right, well, at least about 7 minutes ago. Round it off to 10.
Let's do it, bro.
Week 1, brother. Detroit at Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Hey, bro, you know how bad I want to pick Detroit to win that game? You know how bad I want to pick Detroit to win that game? I really do. Especially no Chris Jones.
I ain't worried about that. Yeah, Kansas City.
Oh, no, I'm not trying to convince you to do otherwise. I was just, because I've already made my picks, and I picked Kansas City, but I was like, I so bad want to pick Detroit. Now, on the Sunday's games, Carolina at ATL. Well, I know who you're going to pick. You picked the Bastards to win the division. Go ahead, finish it off for me.
Yup, I'm picking ATL.
Okay. Cincinnati at Cleveland.
I mean, they said Joe Burrow is 100%. But I'm going to go for the surprise. I'm going Cincinnati.
Okay. Only thing I'll say is that if Cleveland was to win, it's really not a surprise. They've had Cincinnati's number. Jacksonville at Indianapolis.
Cincinnati was the AFC championship, and Cleveland didn't even make the playoffs. So, in that case, that would be a surprise.
Okay. Jacksonville at the Colts.
Jacksonville.
Okay. Tampa Bay at Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota. Cold like Minnesota.
All right. Tennessee at New Orleans.
That's tough. I'm going to go Tennessee.
All right. Here's another tough one. The 49ers at the Steelers.
Hey. I want to pick the Steelers, but I'm going to pick the Steelers. I'm going Steelers.
Okay, I want to pick the Steelers, but I'm going to pick the Steelers. All right, I got you. Arizona at Washington.
Oh, Washington. Arizona trash.
Who you picking?
Yeah, Arizona's garbage. I'm going Washington.
Oh, yeah. Everybody, I think they in tank mode, bro.
I'm going to be at the beach from that game, bro.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm making my way back for our game, so I ain't missing that.
Houston at Baltimore.
Baltimore.
All right. Green Bay at Chicago.
Green Bay. Wait, is this at Chicago?
It is in Chicago.
Chicago then.
Okay, so we have a change from Green Bay to Chicago. No problemo. Raiders at Broncos.
Denver.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
I think y'all can do better than a lot of people would think. Y'all still got y'all defense intact. We'll see if Russell Wilson has a better year than last year. Let's just say that.
He better. God damn it, he better. A lot of people think that Russell Wilson's legacy is on the line.
Is that going too far?
I think it is, but I mean, I tell you what, I don't give a fuck if his legacy is on the line. His motherfucking job is on the line. Now your game, huh?
Who's your backup?
I don't know. Good question. Oh, Jared Stidham.
Oh yeah, Stidham nice. Yeah, what's funny is that together.
If Stidham, like people keep saying that Stidham is nice. If Stidham is so damn nice, why ain't he a starter nowhere? I'm just saying. But anyway. Eagles at Patriots.
Is that what?
Eagles at Patriots. You heard me.
Oh, yeah, Philly.
I think that game is going. Dolphins at Chargers.
Who playing? Who playing on?
The Dolphins at the Chargers.
Damn. I'm going Miami.
I'm going with MIAO. The Rams at the Seahawks.
Seahawks got to the flow with them. Seahawks.
Yeah, and your boy Cooper Kupp, I don't think he's playing.
Dog, I'm so upset about that.
Oh, you should be upset about picking Dallas's goddamn defense, you Eagles fan.
I feel good about that. Fuck
Okay.
Eagles.
Speaking of Dallas, Dallas at the Giants.
Giants.
Okay. And Monday Night Football, Buffalo at the Jets.
Damn. These two teams are even to me. Who's at home?
The Jets.
I'm gonna go Buffalo.
Going Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Buffalo.
Okay. So Keith's picks are as follows: Chiefs, Falcons, Bengals, Jacksonville, Vikings, Titans, Steelers, Commanders, Ravens, Bears, Broncos, Eagles, Dolphins, Seattle, Giants, and Bills. Does that sound about right, sir?
Yep, going 16-0 this week.
Well, you lost your motherfucking mind. You lost your motherfucking mind. First of all, it's 17 games now.
It's 15?
17 games now, bro.
I'm going 17-0.
No, nigga, you lost your mind. You lost your damn mind. But anyway, what you got planned for your birthday, sir?
Mom cooking on the grill tonight, so go kick it with the fam, man.
Are you at least off from the job tomorrow?
Oh yeah, I'm off for work, for sure.
Oh yeah. Okay, I can dig it. I can dig it.
That's
You said what?
yes, I ski.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right,
Halfway
well.
to 50, man.
You said what?
Halfway to 50. I'm feeling it.
What? This man said halfway to 50, meaning he's 25 years old, and he's already taking midday naps like he's past 50. Wow. I'm gonna leave that alone, sir. I'm about to sound like an old man and say, boy, I remember when I was 25. My goodness. Halfway to 50. Okay. I'm gonna let you have that one, bro. Well, look, man, enjoy yourself, be safe, and be prepared to get your ass whooped in this prediction league.
For sure.
For sure. All right, well.
I ain't got no words. I'm gonna let my record do talking.
Okay. That you say that now. All right, brother. All right, brother. I will holler at you.
All right, bro.
Yes, sir.
Sick.
Later. All right, Keith, with them picks. So today, I have gotten picks from Sean, David, Calvin, Tony, and Keith. Just waiting on Marcus and Aaron. I'm sure they'll text me their picks. But, with that being said, what a buzzer, what a buzzer, what a buzzer. Oh, it is the most wonderful time of the year. Football is back. The prediction league is back. It's hot. It's hot outside today. Oh my gosh. Damn near 100 degrees. But you know what? I hope everybody has a wonderful and blessed week. I hope everybody is safe out there. And let's praise the Lord and pass the dip. Football is back. I am so hyped. And yes. But definitely hit that subscription button. Hit that like button. Become part of the Sports Plus Life family. It's your boy Brandon Brevon Towns. I'm out this beer. Peace. Love you.